Because we want to protect our asses from crybabies, salty bitches, and lawsuits, we want to remind you this show is rated M for mature individuals only. That means if you're easily offended by graphic language, griefers, or full frontal nudity, please disconnect now and get the fuck out. Thank you, Mario. But the good podcast is in another castle. I know you want this body, but you just can't have it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Remove from Play, the show where we remove ourselves from the culture and hobby we love to discuss it. And what is that culture and hobby? Video games.
Video games.
Yeah, video games. Today is Tuesday, March 17th. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and it's episode 132. It is St. Patty's Day. Hey, Patty, how you doing?
Hi.
Yes. For you guys don't know, Crazy Peeper's real name is Pat. So it's his day. It's your day, Pat.
It's your birthday.
What are you giving out? You giving us gold or what?
No.
What?
Please give me gold.
I would love some gold.
You want some gold? Go. It's at the end of the rainbow.
Now, when you say it's at the end of the rainbow, do you mean I have to go to the actual end of the rainbow, or do I just got to go in the general vicinity of the end of the rainbow?
It's the end of the rainbow.
Alrighty. You got to move that closer to your mouth. I know you're trying to get away. Don't worry. It's better, Mike. It doesn't pick up your breathing. Yes. Yeah, so I'm Mac19. I'm the host producer. I press the buttons, and I've got these other wonderful people joining me this week. We have over here in the chat girl spot with his brand new laptop that ran out of power.
Yes, it's not going to work, so I can't see what you're saying.
Yes,
Sorry.
no one can see what you can't see what you're saying in the chat room. Yes, Eli is loving his new spot over in the chat area because he has a nice, comfy chair.
This chair is much better than what they were sitting on.
Yes, you got to bring some things for the shelves behind you though, so you can be more personal.
That's a good idea.
I don't know, bring a dreidel or something. I don't know. Because
Ah.
he's Jewish. Oh, for everyone to know he was Jewish. Yeah.
Right.
On the in the main stage here, our guest host apparently, because Mac still didn't update the overlays.
Come on, Matt.
Wow.
What am I doing? I don't know. I get paid to do this.
Are
Apparently.
you the producer? Or?
I am the producer. I do produce. Technically speaking, we look at the credits. You are the lead graphic designer, Eli.
Yeah, that's true.
So technically, I could blame you for this.
What? No, I didn't make this.
I know, but you're the lead graphic designer. Why aren't you leading me to make these?
I made the Photoshop. You put the text on it.
Yes, exactly.
I made the logo. Well, I
Yeah.
helped you make it anyway.
You did not help me make that logo.
Yeah, I did.
What is this?
I told you about CG textures.
Okay, whatever. You're okay. I'm sorry. You are the lead graphics coordinator, so you did lead me. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Earn that credit. So make some overlays. Help out. I like how I'm trying to blame him
I know.
for my not doing what I
Trying to
need to do.
scapegoat me.
I'm scapegoating you. Yes. But we have Crazy Peepers and Top Maverick. How you guys doing?
How's it going?
Yeah, it's
Good.
been long. We've been gone for about 2 weeks here.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, so we're back. We're back. Better than ever. We got a new right hook that we've been working on. Hit you in the face with some talk about games.
Yeah.
And if you're joining us via Skype, as always, we have Elena. And apparently she works for UPS, so
No, it's DPS. It's a pun.
it's the pun.
Punny shirt.
It's a punny. It's a punny.
It's a good shirt.
Holy shit! It's a guys. It's a punny shirt. Oh, Elena, he's got the jokes. That's a dad joke if I ever heard one, right?
Elena joke.
Yeah, that's a Elena joke. Yeah.
She's a mom.
Yes. Oh yeah, she's a mom. It's a mom joke.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a mom joke. Yes. But
All
show
right,
show everybody. Show the shirt. Show the shirt. For everyone who's listening to audio, they don't really. It looks like the UPS logo, but it says DPS because it's damage per second.
Yes, good shirt. Definitely.
Yes. That's how we roll.
There is a title to the bottom. I don't know.
I don't know. Yes, so we're back. So we got some. What are we talking about this week? We have some little bites, of course. Some news of the week and gaming spotlight. We're going to talk about the new releases. No cool game of the week this week. Because apparently we don't think there's any games that are cool this week. Oh, I forgot to update the new releases. That's okay. I'll have I will update that through the show. I will do producer stuff as we go through. Well, let's start this bitch off like we always do. What games we played this past pretty much a month because we haven't been here for like it's 2 weeks. So and then it was a week,
Wow,
so
you're right.
almost a month. Yeah. Start off with you, Top Maverick. What you been playing?
I've been playing some Shadow of Mordor, Dying Light, WWE 2K15. I just recently started playing a mobile game called War Tunes. It's more of an MMORPG kind of. So that's what I was basically
Is that the one
playing.
with the tanks?
No,
Oh.
it's more of a fantasy world kind of thing. You pick your classes, either mage, warrior, knight. The basics.
Yeah.
I'm not too far into it. I literally just started playing it like right before I got here, so
Cool.
I don't have that many details on it. But I've definitely been playing a lot more Shadow of Mordor because I recently just got that through GameFly. That one I love. That game's amazing. That's a really good game.
I know, Crazy Peeps, you got Dying Light. How have you enjoyed? Have you been enjoying it as well?
I haven't really been playing much games. I've just been focusing on real life stuff.
Yeah, I've been working a lot lately. Working a lot.
Very serious.
That
man.
and moving stuff around the house.
Yeah, all that furniture.
Yeah.
He's got a cat door now, guys. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, this is the bee's knees when it comes to cat doors. It's like a hard case rim around it. So you messed up your hole, you could totally still
messed
put
up
it
your
on
hole.
and no one will notice you cut your hole wrong. Cool.
Is that why it's like that?
No, I bet he
cut
probably
my
cut it
hole
right.
well.
I think he cut it well. I'm just saying that.
Does
if
it have
you
like a
were-
little sliding down door? You can close that thing.
Yeah, I just have it up right now so the
Oh.
cats get used to it.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I love if that one day you put the door back down. They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I went through this before. Well, what's going on? Oh, if I push it a little bit, I can get through then. All right, let me try this. Like I can imagine their minds just being blown.
Yeah, a little
When that
kid
happens.
minds.
How about you, Elias? What you been
Oh, yeah.
playing?
I've been playing City Skylines, which I know you've got now too.
I'm gonna get later
Oh,
tonight.
you're gonna get it tonight. Well, City Skylines.
Yes.
And a little bit of Besiege. That game I talked about the other week. It got another update. They added 4 new block types to it.
Oh, what are the block types?
Torch, which doesn't do anything. It's just a torch. It's a decoration piece. Big Wheel, which is probably the most significant addition to the game, in my opinion, which is a wheel that's about twice as big as the old wheel. And it means it has more torque when it spins, so you can make catapults and trebuchets easier with it. And also it's more sturdy. And you can actually attach other blocks to it, which is new. With the old wheel, it was just, that was the end piece. They also added a ball joint, which is like a hinge, but it's on a ball. And they added something else. I don't remember. But, they added a slider, but that was in the last update, actually.
Wait.
A slider.
So I just love how. Can I say one of them is like, oh, we have a great update for you guys. We can change up the game. Torches.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought that one up first. It's definitely like the low point of the update.
What I would like to see from it is more multi. Like maybe you can make multiple
Multiplayer. Oh.
things that go off at once, or maybe you can make projectiles that fall off and then they can move on their own. Like you could do little besieged.
You can kind of do that. It's a little tricky. Because like the camera, there's like this one block you start, the blue block you start with, and it doesn't always follow the blue block. And sometimes, depending on like how much weight you put towards like the front, it'll follow the heavier part. So if you break off the heavier part, the camera will follow that. So you can kind of like
Interesting.
manipulate it slightly.
So you could within the mechanics and the physics and the code of the game, pretty much how it's coded, you could pretty much exploit something to do something. It wasn't that intentionally wasn't made so you can have a projectile come up and then follow that. But since you can exploit it that way,
well, the camera's pretty forgiving in that game. It's not really set. You can move around the camera as much as you want. It's a great game. It's really well done, and it's still early access, I believe. And they're still adding blocks like with the big wheel. The big wheel is really the crux of the update.
correct. The update. My favorite let's play of it so far is the one Markiplier did. It's the
Let's
the
play.
peening eyes or something like that. He says it's penis, and he just made a giant thing that has balls and it's thrusts. Like
I think I
this.
saw that.
I was like, oh, he's so clever. Look at that.
Yeah, you
Dick
can make really
jokes.
funny things in it.
Dick jokes. Gotta love dick. Can you make boobs? That's what I know.
You could make a blocky kind of boob. Well, now
We're
with the
going
big
back to,
wheels,
like-
look like a
We're
boob.
going back to like the 1950s with the pointy bras. That's what we gotta
Oh.
do.
Yeah, you could pull that off in the game.
Yes. I know that you love that. Crazy Peeps, you love the pointy brows. I know. I could tell. You're so excited about that. So excited about that.
I can see that. I can see you loving the pointy brows.
What have you been playing, Elena?
I actually managed to play a couple of games in the past couple of weeks.
Whoa.
Not last week, but the one before. I managed to finally get around to beating both Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box and my Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton game. And I also went through Cave Story a little bit. I was stuck on this one level. I don't know. It wasn't hell, but it was like the preceding level of hell or something, and it was really annoying and difficult. So I beat Cave Story for the third time, and then I downloaded Pokemon Shuffle, and I've been playing that a lot.
They gave that out through, I don't know if it's called Spot Pass or something, whatever it's called. Because I got that randomly. I was like, here's a gift for you. It's Pokemon Shuffle. I'm like, oh, thanks, Nintendo, for forcing this upon me. I know it's free, but jeez.
Yeah, I liked it, though, because I get to do conventions a lot, though, too, and I get free plays whenever I pass 10 people. So it's kind of nice.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I never heard anything bad about Shuffle. I actually heard it's good, that I should probably play it.
I'm enjoying it. I got really lucky, because when I downloaded it, the Mew event was going on. It's going on still right now. And I got Mew on like my third try.
Oh wow!
Because
is that like something that's kind of rough to do, or?
Well, I thought it would be. Because it's kind of, he had a really low catch rate, and I was like, oh well, this is gonna be hard. But the thing is, when I just got the game, they had given out all this freebie stuff, like a couple power-ups and stuff for when you play the levels. So I made sure, and there's a mechanic in it where if you have so many coins, you can double your chances, or it gives you a percentage increase to catch something with a Great Ball for 2,500 coins, which isn't bad.
That doesn't sound too bad.
So what happened is I used two of my power-ups, and I did a test play of you first, and then I used two of my power-ups, and I beat him like really, really fast. And then I had a really high percentage. I think it was like 60% or something, 62 or something like that. Percentage to catch him, but it failed. But the Great Ball gave me a max chance to catch him, so I managed to just use a Great Ball and catch him.
Man, your elite strats there. Look at that. Just like, I'm gonna mathematically figure this out with my Great Ball, and I'm gonna get this bitch.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that just worked out crazy well for me. The same thing happened with the Kyogre event that just released. I got Kyogre on my second try too.
God, can I say something about Nintendo? Fuck, man, they actually, even I'll say about the Pokemon Company. Fuck, man, they do these events a lot, and they give you always something to strive for and something special that's different from the norm. Actually, kind of reminds me of what Monster Hunter was doing. Remember Monster Hunter on PlayStation 2, where they would always have the events, and they still have that in Monster Hunter, I assume, right?
Not
I
really sure.
don't know. I don't play Monster Hunter.
Man,
actually.
I remember. What was it? Is it the Kyurem that was the lightning doe thing?
It was the only thing I remember was in Try when there would be the Sandstorm event.
Yeah, man, I miss those. I remember the fucking Kyurem's here, and you can fucking only hunt it this weekend, and then you can't do it for another month.
I know. I kind of wish that they brought that back.
Yeah, that was one of the coolest things. I think here's the thing. In the grand scheme of things, that's kind of pandering and gimmicky. But when you do it within the game and within the fans will love that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, Monster Hunter on the PlayStation 2 is all about being online.
Yeah, that's true. So you go on those special online events.
Now they're on the mobile games, which you couldn't be online all the time.
Yeah,
that stuff is really.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All I was gonna say was, I definitely agree. It seems like they went from, it's all about online to, it's all just about co-op, not online co-op, but just co-op, and not online anymore. Yeah, I do miss those days. I wanted it on a fucking console. I would have bought a Wii U if they did it like they did with Try, where you could get it either or. Was it Try? No. What was the other one? It was the other first one on the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
They would have did it. They would have did it like that one. I would have bought a Wii U. Like I did it with the Wii. Remember that day about the Wii for Try?
Yeah.
Well, what about the new one for the 3DS?
That one's only for the 3DS. I have that.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean...
I got it, yeah. But I'm saying I would have bought a Wii U if it would have been like the last one on the Wii U.
Oh, okay.
Where you could get either or. Because I would have lovely... I would have loved using the Pro Controller over the fucking DS. And it's even harder with the 2DS. I swear it is. I swear it is harder.
That's the only one. That's the only major franchise thing I'm actually unfamiliar with because I know I play a lot of Nintendo franchises.
God, actually, I'm gonna throw something by your way, crazy peeps. Here now, people have described this must be a new thing. I've never heard people describe it this way before, but recently, people like when they're trying to sell like Monster Hunter to people to they're like, "Oh, it's like Dark Souls." I never. Did that even come across to you like that?
No.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
I understand like the grinding concept. Like
it was
hunting a
mostly
monster
like
over and over for like one
yeah,
part.
yeah.
But it's not like Dark Souls. Dark Souls like you're gonna die and like try again over and over until you get past
Yeah,
it.
because that's how I feel in a general sense. Dark Souls portrayed, and that's what people know it for. Not for like the reason their defense is saying that is because it's like, well, you have when you commit to an attack, you have to wait for the animation attack to finish and everything. Kind of like because in Monster Hunter that's true too, but it's not like Dark Souls. Like their animations are a lot faster now, and yeah, when you do an attack, you got to commit to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just didn't think that was the best comparison, but I do see where they're coming from with the whole attack animation. You got to commit to it, and you got to know when to dodge and everything like that.
But I mean, there is a big difference. Like Dark Souls is pretty much all single player, and then you get invaded and everything. Like Monster Hunter is pretty much a co-op game.
Yeah.
I've always heard of Monster Hunter was the offline MMO, or it was like MMO-ish. I've always heard it being compared to MMO.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It really was like Pat was saying, like Crazy Peeps was saying. It really was like a multiplayer experience when it was back in the PlayStation 2.
That's why
We still
Frontier's
never got
doing
to.
Good.
Yeah, we still never got to.
Well, we kind of did. We got the Monster Hunter Freedom.
Yeah, fuck that. You know what? Fuck it. We gotta invest in that VPN and still use Frontier, or we just wait for the MMO to come out. I don't know. That was only for Korea too, isn't it?
Well, Frontier's only Japan, but now there's Monster Hunter Online, which was made in China, which they're talking about maybe bringing
It
overseas.
was China, not Korea. Okay, I thought it was Korea. I think everything's Korea now. Like, oh, it's got to be Korea.
Oh, it must be Psy.
Must be Psy. All that Gundam style, you know. Yeah, because apparently, yeah, whatever.
Oppa Monster Hunter.
What have I been playing? I actually did not play much this week until Ragnarok. At Ragnarok, I actually played Joust for the first time. I've only heard about it, and I think I've seen one video on it. So pretty much, you take the move controller, and the move controller represents a glass of water in your hand. Now, the goal of the game is that the music plays. It's classical music. And then you have to knock over the opponent's water from their hands.
Oh.
Now, you can only move so fast because if you move too fast, your own cup of water will fall over in your hand. So it uses the move controller and the accelerometer to help judge that. So when the music is moving slow, you have to move real slow to go up to your opponent and knock their water off. But if the music picks up, then you're allowed to like fucking bolt and run. So I played a lot of that, and that was real fun. And it was kind of at first, obviously, I was real shitty, and I actually started trying to do some strategies towards the end. And I ended up actually winning one. I actually won one, so I was so proud of myself out of all a bazillion rounds. It was quite fun. I noticed that some people were doing the trick where you don't actually hold the move control, you let it hang. Because basically the way the accelerometer does it is that it goes by like a center of gravity type thing. So it allows you to actually move the move controller so you could dodge people's hits. That's like the elite way to do it, apparently.
What kind of controller?
I met the PlayStation Move controller.
Oh, wait. I thought Joust was like an Atari game or something.
I know when he said Joust.
Technically, the
old
full
game.
name of this game is Johann something Joust. Johann. It's some long.
Oh, this is a new game.
Relatively new, yeah. I think
Oh.
I want to say it's only 1 or 2 years old. I don't quote me on that. If you had, you don't have the laptop.
No, I don't.
This is what your job is to look the shit up on this fly. That's okay.
I got a
Pretend
phone.
like you did.
No, I got a phone. I'll look it up.
He's look up on his phone. I could do it too.
Yeah.
So I played that. I also played Halo Master Chief Collection a bunch at Ragnarok. I was wrecking shit. Ugh. I was beating everybody.
I didn't,
But that
didn't seem that way.
yeah, he's referring to yesterday when we went over to Crazy Peep's house and we played some Master Chief Collection. I couldn't even keep up with Charlie. But the reason I was wrecking shit is because they were people who haven't played for like 10 years and they weren't good to begin with. So, yeah, I was able to cheese the fuck out of them. I was even able to use the nub combo on them, the pistol and the. And they tried to do it on me. I'm like, what are you trying to do, motherfucker? I'll shoot you in the head with the battle rifle. Oh, good times. Good times. Well, that was fun. That was fun. A little Mario Kart. I played a little Mario Kart, not only at Crazy Peep's house, but actually at Ragnarok as well. I will say the people at Ragnarok are way more hardcore about it. And if I was kind of keeping up with you, Crazy Peeps. At Ragnarok, I couldn't do anything. Those fuckers are legit hard. They're like, only 150cc mirror. Yeah, that's how we do it. we do it.
I don't know. I think 150cc and then mirror is pretty much the same thing. It's just levels reversed.
Yeah.
Apparently, the AI is a little better. Don't quote me on that, though. I could be totally wrong. So apparently that's what people were telling me, but again, don't quote me on that. I also participated in the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I won one, I lost two, and I drew one. I actually had a draw. I never draw. It's the first time I've legitimately drawn in a tournament. So weird when that happens.
So you drew a match?
Wait,
Yeah.
what's Yu-Gi-Oh tournament?
It was just a standard Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
Which deck
It was
you
at
use?
a convention, local convention called Ragnarok.
Did you use your frog
Oh,
deck?
okay.
Yes, I used my frog deck.
There was a lot of conventions this past weekend.
Yes, there was actually two locally in Buffalo. They had the Fubuki Con and they had the Ragnarok.
Good lord, will be there enough people left over for UBCon?
Hmm. Well, that's next month, so they
Right,
can't get
but
enough.
still.
They can't get enough.
Hmm.
Yep. So that's what we've been
Good.
playing.
Yes, yes.
Yep. So let's get into some little bites here. First one, I know Crazy Peeps is super excited. So you know how there was that rumor that Toe, Jail, and Erm will come back, and
Yeah.
they were on their Facebook page. They were like, "We're gonna have a cool announcement in a couple weeks." Well, that couple of weeks did happen, and they're doing a Kickstarter called "Back in the Groove." There'll be Toe Jam and Earl back in the groove. It looks kind of like Toe Jam and Earl 2, is what they were saying. It's pretty early shot stuff, and it's a 3D world, so
Oh,
I don't know. That
snap.
could be cool. So if you guys are excited for that,
Is it
yay.
still a platformer or?
It's still that overhead world, and they're jumping.
So they're going back to the original.
It's still like the original,
Toja.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but it has 3D graphics,
Nice.
and they're very early, shitty 3D
Uh,
3D graphics.
Free Willy?
Free Willy. So yeah. Go with that. Next one, Free to Fable. Pretty much the only thing that came out was important about this is Microsoft announced that Fable Legends will be free to play, and also be one of the first cross-platform type of games, which I'll be in the news later, actually.
cool.
Which is kind of exciting. I would like to see what they could do with it, because it's an isometric game where someone plays like a dungeon master, and then you got all the 4 heroes going through your dungeon mastery world. It's just the only thing I think this game is gonna be really cool. But the only thing I only nitpick about it at this point is like, why do they make it about Fable? Nothing to do
I
with
think,
Fable,
I think
really.
Fable should be more of just stay true to the single player campaign and not
Well,
branch out into like well basically what it was. So it's supposed to be like an MMO kind of thing, or
no, it's like
Legends?
an isometric game. So pretty much
Okay.
you have four people. That,
Yeah.
Like one could be like a rogue, one could be like a guy
Yeah.
using spells, one could be really heavy warrior, and then there's another person on the other team who acts like the dungeon master, like a godlike character, sets up traps in a world, deploys certain type of monsters. So think of it like you're going through a maze.
It's like Gauntlet, except one is God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, that's a good way to do it. Like you're like Gauntlet, you're 4 guys going through a set dungeon or maze,
Okay.
and there's a guy actually playing the dungeon master role or god role that's actually deploying the traps at the time, like a human being, not an AI. Although you could probably do an AI. I don't see how that wouldn't be possible, but hey. So yeah, but yeah, in terms of wishing Fable would go back to its roots, no, they hoard the shit out of that series. That's why some people were like, it makes sense to be Fable because it doesn't matter at this point. They need something that has a name attached to it.
Yeah.
And I guess I'd rather Fable continue to be, raped than anything else. But it is, man. They did those bar games. Of course, we all know how shitty the last Fable was. That dog was so important. Although the dog was kind of cool, though, in hindsight. I'm not going to lie. I kind of did like the dog.
I still laugh because of the one friend, like, when they had, like, your friends list, like, during the loading screens, like, comparing, like, what you've done in the game. It's like, oh, contract, like pretty much STDs he picked up
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You
from
could,
all the
Contracted
raping
all
he's
the-
done.
you can actually, I forgot that could be a thing. Oh, my
It's like I
goodness.
got 2, and then he's, like, in the millions.
Oh,
So
shit.
I'm like,
I'm going to make love to your woman with my dick.
Uh-huh.
With his dick. With his STD-ridden dick, apparently.
it's pretty much falling off.
It's falling off. Yeah, it falls off. He picks it up and uses it separately,
Oh.
like a tool.
Got a rotten
Like
dick.
a tool. Wow, yeah, like it's rotten dick. Wow, we are rated AO, folks.
That's true.
The show.
Living
Yeah.
up to it for once.
Yes. Next, WoW tokens. Have you heard about this, Crazy Heaps?
Yes.
So you can actually buy time now with your gold,
Yeah.
or vice versa. You can use it to get tokens to get gold as well, to my
Yeah.
knowledge.
You pretty much buy the token, sell it on the auction house.
I think this is actually a very good thing. They're, again, setting up more routes for the future. Because they're like, fuck, how do we... Not only is it an economy thing that actually kind of balances the economy because it gives something to gold to go somewhere and doesn't produce more gold. It actually takes gold away. could help the economy, thin out a bit. Of course, you can. And of course, everyone. I think a lot of people have always wanted to use their gold to buy game time. I know I remember people asking for that like back in the day when like Burning Crusade was going on. I remember back in our event days, there was a chat, and I don't know if it was Lorvin or someone was like, wouldn't it be cool if you all this gold you're stockpiling, you could transfer them for time? And I remember everyone was like, yeah, and and everyone was like, shut up, Lorvin.
I like how you're trying to do his accent.
I'm trying. I can't.
But yeah, you're getting Skin Dog confused. Skin Dog was like the southern guy.
Oh yeah, the slave driver.
No, that
He only made babies so that they could play WoW for him.
that was Hammer.
Oh, that was Hammer. Okay, wait, who? Oh wait, was Hammer Hispanic? No offense.
No, that was Willie.
Wait, Willie was Hispanic. All right, so I don't remember any of these people
Willie
I spent
was
a
the
lot
one-
of time playing games with.
Willie was the one that we were in the 5 man. He's like, he went AFK for like 20 minutes, and then he comes back. Yeah, sorry about that. Someone got shot outside my house.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
shit.
remember that. Oh,
I found his wallet.
Oh, okay then. These are I remember that.
Forget.
I remember. So it was Hammer, the one with the kids, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Hammer was telling a story. One day we'll get to News of the Week. We get to Hammer was telling a story about. I was like, yeah, I make sure I tell them they can't play on their characters till they start doing all my dailies and mine, my extra, my alts, and I'm like, oh my god, his kids just want to play games and have fun.
This is how you play the game. You see all these mining nodes. You're going up to them and clicking on them. That's how you play the game.
That's funny.
I kind of want to have like 5 kids just for that now. But then I could put them away at the end of the night on a shelf, and then they'll come back out to do work, and I'll feed them occasionally.
Sounds like you want
Oh,
elves.
it's snowing. Hey kids, go dig out my car.
Free labor, man. I think that's the best part when they get to that weird age before teenagers, before they become assholes, and then right before they still love you.
Yeah, remember, you gotta pay them.
Gotta pay them. So yeah, WoW tokens overall, I think is a great idea, and of course, it's getting people the idea of maybe buying certain items to get like other items would be.
The only thing I'm a little turned off about the WoW tokens is like, depending on the realm, like how big it is, like, because then it's like if the auction house is like flooded with them, they're just gonna go down in price. So it's like, is it even worth buying the WoW token than selling it?
Well, see, there's going to be a set. I actually don't have an answer to you. I want to say there's like some set price, so it can't be necessarily influenced by. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I have no clue. Yeah, that could be a problem.
I mean, people could sell them for like 1 copper.
I thought they had set the way the token the way the token sold in the auction house. It has a set price all the time. I think, but I don't quote me on that.
No, you set the
Well,
price
the
yourself.
thing is, when you're buying time, though, that's a little bit different than like an in-game item that fluctuates by, just the market. I mean, game time always has a set price in the real world too. So it might be dictated by that, and then it'll just have to balance out into what token is, like how much an in-game gold is worth equivalent to a dollar amount, and it'll go by that probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so the full description. Players will be able to purchase a WoW token through the in-game shop for real money. So the WoW token is going to have a set price.
Yeah.
All right, so that's fine. But then you could sell it on the auction house at the current market price. So that means whatever it is, like you were saying, currently that people are willing to pay for it.
Yeah, like you can buy
Okay.
a realm that's dead, and people sell it for like tons of gold on the auction house. But you can play on like my server's practically full. There's queue times to get on, so it's like if it's flooded, it's like probably going cheaper than the actual maybe in-game time.
And then once you buy it for gold from the auction house, it then becomes soulbound, and then from there you can redeem it for 30 days. So that is exactly how it works.
Yeah.
So at least the token will always have a set price. So I think it will be good. I think this is just very smart. And again, if we're going to get ready for the future, one day WoW will be free to play. They're going to go as far as they can, obviously. But that day when WoW goes free to play will be the very interesting day in the gaming world. Next little
Right.
bite. So, man, Eli, I know you're sad about this next one.
A little bit.
A little bit. What is it, Eli?
Oh, you want me to read it? Okay. EA shuts down the SimCity studio Maxis.
Yes, it's shut down. Now, the technical term is that they close a certain division of people in the Max studio. But since there only was, like I don't know, 10 people, and they all gone, so pretty much the studio's gone.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, so this is this actually happened right when GDC started.
Sure, there's more than 10.
Yeah, I know, this is an example. There's
Yeah.
probably more than 10, yeah. And they didn't lose their jobs. They spread them to other development studio, so don't think people got fired. Luckily, that's good. We don't want people not having jobs. That'd be bad.
Just take a few steps over. You're going to work with Sims.
Yeah, go over the Sims. Go over the Sims. That just start making animations of people dancing in showers. That's what you're good for. But yeah, so it shuts down, and it's right around when GDC happens. So that's kind of funny. Like, we're gonna stealth shut down this studio right whenever all the game developer people are talking and dropping hot deals, cutting those checks for those sweet gaming deals. You know, those ideas. This is very sad. You know, it kind
Quite
of shows that
disappointing.
Maxis was not the same studio as it used to be, and of course you can clearly tell that by the last game they made.
Yeah.
Like, how did you play SimCity, Eli? The last one?
No, I saw how it was, and I was like, I don't want to spend money on
It's
this.
pretty bad when they literally say this game cannot work without the servers, and literally the day of, a guy patches in a hack that lets it run without being connected to the server.
It should be a single. It should have been a single player game from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with all
The
their
city builder. It's
after the
ridiculous.
fact patching, like now apparently it's kind of bearable. Haven't really kept up on it recently.
Do you still get a little tiny like checker square board?
Yeah, people
to
were
work
complaining
on?
about the land size too.
It's way too small. It's like, gosh, it's like a housing development. That's what you can put in there. You can put a housing development. You can put in a corner store, and you're out of space.
Yeah, out of space. Oh, you go to my corner store. You buy my Fritos.
Yes.
I don't know if that's Jamaican or Middle Eastern that I just did there.
Was it actually just
Well, if it's
Maxis' fault, or like did EA put limitations on?
Fuck, you know what? I think the studio was not what it used to be. Like what would that Will, what's his name? Will, right?
Will Wright.
Yeah, when he
Yeah.
left, I think management changed around even more, and then they had people who were not at the beginning there when they invented SimCity, when they invented The Sims.
Yeah.
Fuck, I guess The Sims it's kind of okay because that's The Sims is
Smaller
never going to
scale,
change the
yeah.
way it is going to be, and they just have to make animations and change the AI up every once in a while.
Add a few more features here and there.
Yeah,
Pretty
and they don't even add features, Eli. What they do is they just take
They
out
do
all the
deal-
features that
not
was in the
DLCs,
last
but-
game, and they build up again with the expansions.
Yeah, expansion packs. That's what. That's
Yeah.
how Sim stays in business.
Yeah, so I just not the same studio, and I think the direction went wrong, and they thought that this would make people happy. Like, oh, look at all these these features we have here, and crazy people you could have probably that's probably right as well though. Who knows how much EA influenced them? Like how much? Probably a lot because the whole online thing.
Yeah.
We don't want people hacking our shit. They have their big cigars and they're like, oh, make that DLC. Oh yeah, make them buy it.
We gotta stay at #1 spot for worst company in USA.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'll say about that thing? It's so funny because that's a voted by normal people thing.
Yeah.
How there are literally companies like Nike that literally torture people to make shoes.
Yeah.
But we think, but we're so pissed at EA that EA will still get that credit after all those years.
It means they're really bad.
Yeah, and last year they didn't even get it. Who beat them out? I don't remember what it was.
Was it Bank of America?
Yeah, something like that. I think it was Bank of America. Or something
It's
like
worse than EA now.
that. Yeah, it's worse than EA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the last one, the last year. And actually, that reminds me of another side tangent. I don't have it in the little bites here, but I'm gonna add it in real quick. Valve and Steam gets an F from Better Business Bureau for customer service.
Oh.
Yeah, and they actually responded. Here's what they said: "We don't." Okay, I'm paraphrasing here.
Okay.
I'm paraphrasing. This is not the exact. Because I don't have it linked here. They pretty much here's what they they said. We don't value their opinion on how to do business. We know how good our service is. We refer to Twitter and Reddit for our customer feedback. Thank you very much. So we don't feel that's
They sound like
They-
idiots.
you know what? I will find the link and I'll post it on the forums and
Yeah.
stuff, and I'll send it to you guys too, so you guys can read how they literally said the worst possible thing they could say.
Yeah.
Valve, your shit sucks. When I call, I actually had a bad experience with Valve and customer support. I one time what was it? Because I switched computers, right? And you had to confirm with your an email. They send you an email.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Well,
verification.
I made my Steam account back a bumfuck bazillion years ago, and I used an old email I had no access to. I literally started a support ticket, said, "Here's my shit. Here's my information. It's the same hardware. It's just I had to reinstall, Windows. I reformatted. I gave them all the information, and they're like, sorry, by the way, they said this 2 weeks later. Sorry, that's that you gotta if you can't access the email, you can't really confirm and everything like that. So we don't want to give out
Jeez.
this other poor man's." And I'm like, here's my password to my account. This
Yeah,
is
the
me. I
password.
don't know how other way I could prove this. Here's my password to my account. Here's my name. Here's my account information. And then another week later, they go, okay.
Okay.
So 3 weeks I was down out of Steam because that's how long it took to respond to me.
Gosh.
And I was on the high priority list in the ticket list.
Wow.
That was high priority. And there are many other
Oh my
horror stories
God.
like that. It's horrible. And you know what? They
Yeah.
need to get their they have a lot of money. I know they got a lot of hat money. So
Hat
let's get their head out of their own asses and give us some decent customer support.
See,
Fucking
I find that hilarious because the one time I contacted EA for something, they were actually very, very good to me.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? People were saying that, like on NeoGAF, and they're like, it's funny how we praise Steam and they can do no wrong, but EA, we give them crap all the time. But when we need something fixed, EA's customer support's like that. Isn't that
Yeah,
funny how
I
things
mean-
work out?
Yeah, because I opened a ticket because I lost my activation code for my Sims 3 game, right?
Uh-huh.
And I opened up a ticket, and they gave me a new code because I gave them my information, and they're like, okay, well here's a new code for your game, so you write it down so you don't lose it again, and here's 20% off on your next purchase if you want to buy something.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
EA's going hard and competing with Steam. Steam may be the mega house, but if they don't shape up, like hell, Good Old Games will literally give you your money back on their DRM free game. So you literally could get a game for free. That's pretty. You could exploit. Some people could exploit the system to do that, and they're still willing to do it because they want the customer to be happy and they want to provide a better service than Valve.
Yeah, Steam doesn't have a return policy, right? You cannot return.
Here's
a
what they
game.
go. You want money back?
And they
It's a
stretch their
computer
suspenders.
Computers
Smoke
are
the
different all
cigars.
over the place. We can't guarantee that. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm Gabe Newell. Blah, blah, blah. No, apparently Gabe Newell's actually a cool guy.
It's
So,
everybody else that's not. I
apparently,
guess.
their whole business. I don't know why their customer service is so bad.
Well, only like 15 people work there. It's a pretty small company as far as I know. I saw
They have
pictures
hat
of
money.
it.
Do something with it.
They bought their big office with that. Have you ever seen the picture of their office?
No,
it's
I've
like
never seen.
it's like a clump of desks and then like I don't know, 7,000 square feet around them of empty space.
We gotta
One
play
day we'll
football on our
expand.
breaks.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
they'll have
pretty
that giant statue erected of Gabe Newell somewhere in their office.
quite giants.
And he'll be stomping a Microsoft logo. He'll be like, Linux is better. SteamOS is better. Yes. All right, so we got a couple more here. We'll kind of breeze by these. Unreal 4 engine is free. That's pretty fucking amazing. It's one of the
That's nice.
best engines of all. It's a really powerful engine, and now anybody can use it for free. There's going to be a licensing fee if you make a game if that sells more than 3,000 copies. So beyond there, if you're a big boy developer, that's when you'll have to pay licensing fees. But for everybody indie, it's amazing. Unreal
Cool.
4 is going to be free. Cool.
Nice.
Good
Only I
stuff.
had a decent enough computer to use it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you one. Unity
you
kind of
could
does
use it.
run on anything. You can use
Unity?
Unity to make anything pretty. Unity runs on kind of shitty systems.
Well, a few years ago, I wanted to get
Mhm.
make like physics stuff in games, so I downloaded the Havoc. But then it was like, you need Unreal to work this, and I looked up Unreal, and it was not free back then, but now it is, so I could potentially go back to that.
And Havoc is free as well.
Havoc
so you
is
could have
free,
both of them.
but it
for
like
free.
does nothing unless you don't have Unreal or some sort of.
Well, the
physics
idea is
program.
you get Havoc, then you change it to the way you want it to do.
Oh.
Yeah. Unreal, like engines don't work just like out of the box. I wish they always make it seem like
They
that.
do seem like that.
I used to think that like, you buy an engine and then you just program a first-person shooter in it, and I'm like, nope, that's not that simple.
Quite hard.
What Unreal gives you advantage of is like you can flick a switch and it'll make it coded for like PS3 and stuff, like so you don't have to worry about then remaking a whole game for another system when you can just flip a switch.
Yeah.
Change all your code for you. So that's cool. Next, we have two potential console. Well, actually, one is Nintendo's new NX platform. So, in some kind of business meeting or whatever, there's like people have been asking. They get a lot of questions like, "When are you guys working on a new console?" So Nintendo officially came out to. I think it was actually today, earlier today. I could be wrong. Could have been last night as well. They said we are working on a new console, and I guess the code name is NX. So, what could it be? Is it going to be that Fusion stuff they patented before? What do you guys think?
I don't know, but they need a better codename than NX. Where's
Yeah.
We
Revolution?
don't care. You know what? Fuck the code name. It doesn't. Other than the Dolphin, like that was the only cool code name they ever had, and I guess Revolution was kind of cool too. But
Yeah.
but fuck it, I just care what the real name's gonna be. I don't really care about all that what the code name was. So yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think it's gonna be? What do you want? I think it's gonna be that Fusion, and I think that's the best thing for them to do because that just makes sense to me to do that.
I'm just hoping it's as powerful as Microsoft, Xbox One, and
Actually, you
PS4.
know
I'm
what?
hoping it can. It's up there in the league, and being able to compete with them.
Fuck, you know
bounces.
what? They have a chance for it to be better.
They actually do, yeah. Because I mean, what are they? They're hoping for what, like on the PS4 and the Xbox One, right? It's about a 10-year cycle. They go through with the systems.
Yeah, they at least hope for that.
Yeah,
Nintendo.
so
I don't know what
Nintendo pushes
hopes
one out
for.
in a year or two, 3 years from now. They kind of got a jump start on a better console.
Can you? Okay, it did cut out for you. Pull it back a little bit. It cut out
Good.
because of the wire, not because of the. Yes, I'll pull it back a little bit. There you go.
Okay.
You were blasting loud.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. You're good now. Yeah, sorry about it. It's sometimes when you move a lot, the wire.
So are you kinda-
Live production.
I was gonna say, are you kind of hoping that they drop like the whole gimmick thing of like Wiimotes and like?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's done. You know, they've done it for more than what are we looking at? Like maybe when did the Wii come out?
2006.
So I mean, they've been
I'm
doing it
guessing.
for quite a while now. It's about time they just start doing start competing with these big guys.
Boom.
So-
2006. Yes.
Like
Boom, I
enough
did
of the
it.
family stuff, enough of the waving your
Yeah.
arms and throwing Wiimotes through TVs. Let's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I wanted to
Your
do
clumsy
the whole
uncle
Nintendo
break your
Fusion thing.
TV.
Like the idea of having a very powerful handheld that you dock into something and then it's full blown HD on the TV and 60 frames per second and everything. I think that would be the best way for them to do it because they already have a strong mobile presence and making their system that can be mobile and then be a home system where you just plug in real quick. I think that'll be good. And then they could run Netflix and blah 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 and do all that shit that's gonna. I don't know. Nintendo's kind of like I think you still can like on the Wii U you can. Is there a Netflix app?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah,
Yep.
there you go. So they've already delved into that. So
Yeah,
they're
they've actually
somewhat
opened.
competing.
They actually have quite a few apps now. The Crunchyroll apps on there.
They got
Uh,
Hulu.
They got Hulu there. Yep.
I mean, I watched
Quite a
Netflix
few.
on my 3DS, so
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what that new system could be. I think it like again they I don't know how long ago we talked about that. I think that patent was less than a year ago. So who knows?
well, whatever it is, it probably won't be out for at least 2 to 3 years more. Nintendo likes
Yeah, I
to take
think
their
you're
time
right.
with development, which I'm totally okay with. I mean, I heard rumors of the original Nintendo DS. They would not release it till it could survive a
Nuclear
like
explosion.
50 foot drop twice or something like that.
Yeah, that's why they did the clamshell design.
Yeah, which I'm totally okay with. I mean,
Yeah, I totally think you're right
Then-
because
It
I
doesn't
think they
help you,
also want
Matt.
the Wii U. Yeah. Oh yeah, it doesn't survive butts though. And I did drop one of them. One of those I did just drop. You're right. So they didn't survive that. But I guess
Wait.
I'm different.
Did you just drop the new one I dropped off for you?
No, it's been I've charged it once and set it up and that was it. So because you did the transfer, so you actually had to start from scratch again. You're like, where are you? I'm in the U.S. What's your name? What's this? What's your Wi-Fi? Hey,
That's what
I'm
I
your buddy
actually say.
Nintendo 3DS.
If
What's
you
going
don't really
on?
care for the 2DS, you could actually just.
No, I like the 2DS a lot better.
Oh.
I still like the two. Other than for Monster Hunter, the 2DS I like it a lot better. And actually, surprisingly, do you know it has the? I found this out at Craignar. Actually, it has the longest battery life out of all of them.
Oh.
Because one
unless
it
you
doesn't.
get a Nyko pack. Nyko pack.
Or you could just buy buy a nice little. What
Yeah,
was that, like
this
$30?
mine. I got a 10-hour battery on this.
Oh yeah, you can watch all the. I don't know.
Netflix.
Is Netflix not? Is Netflix even on that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Cool. Watch all the Netflix.
I watch Netflix in bed with headphones sometimes.
Cool.
Nice.
And then the final little bites here is another console type announcement. NVIDIA is launching its own console. Pretty much, you're taking the Shield and making it a full-blown Android console. Yet another Android console. I don't know who this is for, but it is going to be more powerful than an Ouya and even the Amazon Fire, to my knowledge, using its Tegra chips. So it might be your set-top box that you want to stream games to.
I've completely forgotten about the Ouya.
Didn't they release a price for that at $600 though?
They might have set a price. Let me take a quick look here. They could have set a
Yeah,
price.
I know. I saw something about one of those consoles like being ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. Well, it's going to do full-blown 1080p 60 frames per second games, it promises. And they showed things like Crysis and stuff like that. So I'm not seeing any prices in the article I have linked here.
So
Wow,
is,
it's going to have USB 3.0 ports, 16 gigabytes. Man, this thing's actually pretty fucking powerful. Okay.
is this actually gonna be a console or is it gonna be like a
It is
PC, like
is
CD
a
box?
full-blown Android console, yes. They showed Crysis 3 on it and everything like that.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, and of course they showed all a bunch of, here's some Android games too. The things
Is
you
it
play
a
on your
console
phone.
that just plays PC games?
Will you still be able to do like emulators stuff?
Well, anything that you can do on
Okay.
Android, you can do
Okay.
on this.
Oh, that's
So,
pretty neat.
yep, just like the Ouya. So,
Oh, okay.
Actually, a competitive $200. So there you go, $200 apparently.
That's low, relatively speaking.
Okay, that's not bad.
Fucking who wants an Android? I don't know who these Android consoles are for anymore.
I don't really understand.
At least
like
for the
Android.
Ouya, when it first came out at $100, I thought, okay, here's a family, a relatively mid-sized, a large family could buy this and they could play like some simple games on it, watch the movies. You could even run MKVs on there. You know, I saw a little bit of a point for the Ouya at least, but now I'm like, who would buy this for?
Kids entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah, but then why would you, at that point, then fucking, if you're going above $100, why buy an NVIDIA Shield, you know? I don't fucking know who this is for. And that's Little Bites. Those are little bites. Let's get into the news of the week. Okay, all right, failed. Okay, hang on. Here's what we'll do. Boom. We do this. Live production. Alrighty, ready? And now let's get into news of the week.
It's time for gaming news!
You do that again to me. All right, so our first news item. Oh, it's Eli.
Oh, it's me.
It's Eli, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My mistake. The Steam Universe. This November, everything that makes the PC great, the best games, the biggest communities, the most exciting technologies are going in a new direction.
Steam Universe.
Steam Universe.
So for you guys who don't know what the Steam Universe is, they are now at GDC. They announced actually a little bit before GDC, they announced their full lineup of what they're doing. So now the Steam controller is finalized and it's coming out. They decided to go with the trackpads, one analog stick, no touch screen in the middle, everything like that. They also announced the Steam Link. Now this I see value in. They promise that this little box, it's a little, very tiny little, it looks like a PS Vita TV or PlayStation TV in America. They promise full 1080p 6 frames per second streaming using, you know how you do how I do stream in home streaming to like a PC. Now you can spend $100 on this little thing. Actually, it's not even $100. I think it's like $50.
And it streams your PC to your TV.
And it streams Steam, all your Steam games
Nice.
right to your TV. Which I think it's $50 actually. I think I'm getting the price wrong. I want to say it's $50. So if it can do 1080p 60 frames per second over your wired connection, they highly emphasize a wired connection. It can do wireless, but they highly emphasize that you need a wired connection to do this. And you can stream it right to you. It's called the Steam Link. That's really fucking cool. I can see the value in that. Like, I don't know, would you guys buy one of those?
Play Skyrim
Yes.
on a big TV. Yeah.
Seems like it's pretty cool. Like, I definitely want to buy. If I didn't already have a media PC, man, that's a very cool device to have.
I'll probably
If you're a
get it.
gamer. And heck, man, the little extenders, those are nice, man. It's so small too. Takes up like no space.
It's only for Steam though, right?
Steam Link. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a plug and play design. So yeah, I think it's just for Steam. So that sucks. I don't know. There'll be more details. Let me double check here. I'm pretty sure it's just for transport your full PC game library to your TV. Performance, design, coming this November in the Steam Store. Join the conversation. Join the Steam Community Hub. Yeah, so yeah, it's just for streaming games. Next, they showed the next lineup of Steam machines. Just like the Android consoles, I don't know who the fuck these things are for. Literally, the way the pricing structure goes, it's like you could pay something that's equivalent to a console, but then it's like it's a dirt shitty PC. It's really not. You could build something for that price range and it'd be better, you know?
Yeah.
Then you've got things that are up in the $4,000 range that are better than consoles, but then they're fucking $4,000 and you lose the point. You lose the point. You could have built something even better for that $4,000. It's not even like these are plug and play. You know, it's still running Steam OS, you know?
Yeah, and then they come in those little cases, so when it comes to upgrading, it's also going to be a pain.
Actually, I don't even think there is any upgradability with most of these designs. Like the ones they're showing off are the Alienware ones.
Yeah.
But I saw like other manufacturers. They don't really seem like there's much upgrade you can do with them either. So
I was going to say, wasn't that one of the biggest parts of the Steam machine was like you're going to be able to upgrade it?
some of them you can. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking at some of these designs. They're not really friendly for updating. Like you're a normal person who what a Steam machine should be the idea for. Where you just buy, you want to get into PC gaming, but you don't want to build a PC and you don't want to spend $1,000. So you want to get something that's in the between that can run games at least 1080p, and just plug it in. So you kind of get that console-like experience, but you want to play PC games. That's what these things are supposed to be, but that's not what they are. They just come across as being too dirt cheap, so not being as powerful enough. So you, at that point, if you're a person who would know about these things, you would build something better, or just too expensive. And at that point, is not you lose the whole idea of it being competitive with a console.
Dell 2.0.
Yeah. The one thing that I actually agree, like Total Biscuit was talking about, the one way that could salvage this is if Steam came up, or Valve came up with a way for like a rating, like say like you know how when you watch Netflix, you can choose like high, medium, low rating, or like you're watching YouTube, you can set the P's. Like if each Steam machine had like a rating, like this is a like let's just do a number system. This is a 1 to 5 Steam machine, so you'll be able to play. If you have a 1 to 5 rating, you'll have these stats associated with it. You'll be able to play games at 60 frames per second, 720p, and that would be like nice information for consumers to have, so they could decide instead of just looking at these specs, these random eclectic specs, which they all use different hardware, by the way. Some of them are doing like DDR2 with 10 gigs of RAM, and then you got some that are DDR3 with 4 gigs, and then but there's a big price difference between that when there shouldn't be, you know. So if they came up with a rating system like that, I think that would be great. Help consumers out. That's my thoughts on Steam machines. I don't know. What do you guys think about Steam machines? They fucking seem useless to me.
Yeah.
I agree. Useless.
Useless? Do you just not
Yeah.
care, Eli?
I don't really care, but I also it seems useless. It seems like a lot of money, and it doesn't seem like it does.
Well, there are
anything.
cheap ones that are like that $300 range.
I
instead
don't
of buying a
understand what it
console.
does. That's different than like what is it exactly?
It's a Steam. It runs Steam OS. It's a idea. Okay, here.
So-
Let me read the pitch to you. Steam
Alright.
machines, thousands of games, millions of gamers. Everything you love about Steam is coming into you in a new powerful family of entertainment devices. The right one. Every Steam machine runs Steam OS and ships with Steam controller, but that's where the similarities end. Each manufacturer has chosen and optimized for each of your needs in your own way.
So, it's like a console, but it's just a PC that runs Steam only.
Yeah, theoretically, they are full-blown computers, so theoretically you could put another OS on there if you really want to.
Couldn't you just have a computer run Steam and get the Steam $50 box?
Yeah, that's what I'm
thing?
saying. Exactly. You
Oh.
could you could do that. You could if you're already a person who knows about a Steam machine, who knows what Steam is. Like they most likely they know how to build a computer already. So who is this shit for? I don't know.
Third world
Don't know.
The
countries.
suckers?
Not even the suckers. Who what do you think Best Buy is going to stock random ass Steam machines? You know, like
I don't know.
suckers, normal people aren't even going to know about the Steam machines. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea. These things, they're just. I have no idea where they're going with
It
this.
seems very European. It seems like a European thing for something. Like I can see these selling in Germany or like Switzerland or some random country like that. You know what I mean?
And then yeah, there's so many different fucking models.
Yeah. Quick question about the models, because like the Steam machines are all like different brands and everything. But what? I mean, I haven't really looked into this, but whatever happened to like the Steam Piston, like their own console?
Oh yeah, that's what these Steam machines became.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So
Yeah,
they
that's.
just dropped the whole Piston, like their own console thing.
Well, yeah, they were just, they probably was just looking at back in the day when those rumors were popping up. It made sense because it was a small brick, and put it on the back here. Back in the day, they were probably just thinking, oh, maybe this could be another company that was interested in this idea. But I don't think Piston is one of the manufacturers, so. The one right now, the ones they've got showing off are the Alienware, the Asus, and the Zotac one. Those are the ones they've got on their promotional page here. But I think there's a handful even more. Fuck these things, man. That's all I'm saying.
Fuck them and their customer support.
Yeah.
Now for the fucking best news that happened.
Okay. Rock Band 4 announced.
Yeah! Fuck
Perfect.
yeah, guys! I'm so fucking excited.
Same. So the Music Rhythm franchise is returning this year.
2015 already. So how stoked are you guys?
I'm pretty excited, man. I'm definitely excited to bring out my old guitar and my drum
Rock
set.
Band.
I already asked you, like, what console you planning on getting it for?
No, this is they're planning it out for the the PS4, Xbox
this
One,
is
Wii
new
U,
systems.
all new systems.
Newest generation.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's all. Are we going to be able to use our old?
Yeah. So let's go over the details here.
Okay.
So, what's going on here? Yes, they announced Rock Band 4, and they released actually quite a handful of details because obviously there'd be a lot of fucking questions that pop up immediately when they announce Rock Band 4.
Yeah.
Your old instruments will work, but system only. So if you had an old PlayStation 3 controller, you have to use a PlayStation 4 with it. Wired.
Yeah.
Same thing with Xbox. Now, the thing that is still unclear is that when it comes to wireless, I'm pretty sure that the wireless. This is me now. This is not what they said. That the wireless is not going to work with the Xbox One because the wireless controller things are done completely different now.
Aw, damn.
Now, everything wired is going to work, they said. Everything wired is going to work. Now, I don't know how many people had wired Xbox 360 controllers. I only remember them like at the very beginning.
Yeah.
So there might be, but again, this could be easy workaround. Maybe you just got to buy like a $10 dongle or anything like that. They said that would work. And also, your most of your songs will come up from the last system. So if you had Xbox 360
sweet.
DLC, they are going to say they're going to work very hard to make sure that all your DLC will work.
Nice.
That was in their words. Everyone's theory is that everything won't be available at the beginning, which I also agree. And of course, they're making new instruments. And actually, you could pre-order a special PAX one because they announced this right before PAX. You could get a special PAX one that had Gabe's face on it and stuff. So that was kind of cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, the way the
Nice.
pricing structure works, we don't know. So that's where we can start, theorying and maybe figure out what's going on. So how do you think they should sell this game to us, boys and girls?
I know the last one, like they actually had the big bundle where you could get like all the instruments. So I'm hoping that they have something like that again.
Okay, so you want the
Yeah.
traditional, pay $60
Oh, it
and
wasn't
get the game.
$60.
It
Oh
was
yeah,
like
for the
the
bundle would be
whole-
like 100 something. So you want
Yeah.
the traditional route.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind digital. Just being digital only and just buying the instruments separately. And obviously they'll go through every once in a while they'll bring out new DLC with some new songs, or you purchase new songs on there. And what would be pretty cool is connecting your phone and having them. You know how you got the Play Music, Google Play Music.
Mhm.
If they can work with them
Ooh.
and get your music onto that Rock Band. I mean, I think that would be pretty neat.
That's not a bad idea. Because the big theory that I actually totally agree with, the internet's been saying that maybe they'll go the karaoke route, where you pay, the game will be like $30, and then from there on, instead of having like songs on disc, it's just you have access to like the Rock Band store, and you do it on a rent per basis. You could you could pay like a monthly fee and you have access to everything, or pay a one-time fee of like $1 and have it like for 24 hours.
I never liked that idea.
You never liked that idea?
No.
Yeah, because there was a couple of karaoke games on Xbox that did that, and a lot of people think that is the reasonable route because, it's very how would you Rock Band was a fad back in the day, and they were able to keep going strong, and now they're coming back. This is a risk. Like what publish licensing fees are expensive, and they're taking a risk. If the game doesn't sell like a bazillion, gajillion, million copies, they can't justify the licensing fees. So doing it that way could be a way for them to actually recoup their costs, and I actually think that'd be the best possible way. But then you brought up that phone idea. Hell, they could do it like connect with the play to mitigate some of the costs. Work with Sony,
Yeah.
that when you have it on your phone, you pay like a one-time dollar fee, and then you have access to every song on your phone for 24 hours, probably like that. Or if you want to pay them, that could be one way you do it.
Yeah.
That could be another way, and I think that's the best way they should do it going forward because it makes sense. Because how do you play Rock Band? Either you get together with your buddies once a year, or you actually have a Rock Band group that goes on like every week. And what would work for that? What business model would work for that once a week kind of crowd? Well, I think the monthly fee would work great, and they could have access to everything, and then they don't have to worry about licensing stuff because licensing works differently that way too. Because if they're licensing each song individually to be sold, that licensing fee is different than if they were just doing a package plan on a service. That's why you see a lot of these music services pop up, because it's easier to get a music service started that way because of the way the licensing works of music. So that's my vote how that should work. How do you think they should do it, Eli?
Oh, I'd like it better if you pay once.
Pay once and just have access to
Yeah,
every
'cause-
song ever?
Yeah, basically.
How
I
much
know
would
it
you be?
sounds
How much?
ridiculous,
How
but
high to have that so you don't have to worry about?
You don't have the song.
How much would you be willing to pay then?
I don't know. Probably like game could be like $40 itself, and then the instruments are all extra.
Ooh, so you want pay $40 of access to thousands of songs?
Yeah.
All right, good luck with that. Living
Well,
in that
it's
pipe
you don't.
dream.
No, you don't.
Living in
actually-
that pipe dream.
I know, but what I don't understand is you don't actually have the songs per se. Make it so you can't take them off the game. That's probably possible. It's like don't have it so you can rip it
the
off the
issue
game.
is that a major company. Well, okay, I'd say Harmonix is a major company. A company that makes a significant amount of money off of stuff. That's just the way music licensing works. When you make money off of someone else's
Yeah.
stuff, that's just how it works. So, well, good luck. Hey, I would love that too. Actually,
I mean-
$40 every song. That'd be nice.
Yeah. So I mean, they should work with the company that works with Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, which is Google. Run through Google Music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe that's
I
a
like
good way
that.
to do
That's
it.
they should do it. That's the
Not
way they should
handling
do
the
it.
licensing themselves. So maybe that would be
Exactly.
a good way to do it, and just team up with Google. Now they had to give up some money that way, though. Maybe
Yeah.
that, but who knows? That could be a way to doing it. we still gotta wait. It's gonna be 2015. My guess is coming out holiday.
Yeah.
Truly
Definitely
day.
a holiday.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Everybody pull out that instruments for New Year's, man. Start jamming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We be jamming. You know that we be jamming.
Could they
too.
get like a big name to go with it? You know, I don't know. Like how they did the Aerosmith thing with the Who.
Oh yeah, the
That-
gimmicky things.
Yeah.
Those things,
Yeah, that
those
was-
offshoot ones were good, but they're also really shitty because
Well,
like,
just have like
you know.
kind of like have the I don't know, One Direction rock band. I know it sounds
Oh my
stupid.
God.
I know it sounds really bad.
Get the
No, I know it sounds really
Eli,
get
bad.
out of here, Eli.
But you just have them in the beginning, and then just a bunch of like regular good songs for everybody else. But you use that so you can like
no.
make it
That
less.
is what they did, and it's what and they hoard themselves out because of that. I think they're gonna wise up this time. They're not gonna spew out a new rock band game every fucking year now anymore. That's kind of what killed it too. Yeah, the market just got so saturated with so many games. And on a side note, the Guitar Hero is rumored to come back as well.
Oh, how they can do that now?
So of course, right when Rock Band and Guitar Hero, why don't they just come back at the same
Why
time?
don't they just work
Alright.
together?
I don't know, man. Because they're opposite. I don't know why
Band
doesn't
Hero?
why doesn't Microsoft and Sony work together? Because they're different fucking companies. That's how the world works, Eli.
Well, because they got Xbox. Why would they work with Sony?
That's there you go. There you go. Exactly. You answered your own question. You already know.
Yeah,
why.
but what's the difference between Rock Band and Guitar Hero?
They're
A few extra
what's the difference
instruments.
what's the difference between Sony and Microsoft? They're different companies.
I know, but like these companies are smaller and more similar.
Okay.
Because
Well,
like
in the
if,
grand
if,
scheme
if
of things,
Microsoft worked with Sony, then then Sony would have access to all of
all right,
Microsoft's
because they're a
stuff.
not billion-dollar company and only $1 million company, that they
Yeah.
should work together. All
Yeah.
right. All right. I know what world you're living in, Eli.
Probably a better one.
Yeah, I agree. Why does everyone just work together? I agree. I don't know. I don't have these world answers for you, Eli. Humans are shitty, I guess. I don't know.
Guess so.
We can't. Why can't we all?
What's
just
the
be
difference
friends?
between $50,000 and $51,000?
The $1?
Well, $1,000 actually, but
Oh, 50. Oh,
Well-
sorry, 51. I get it now.
yeah,
I thought you meant literally.
still made
I get what you mean.
$50,000 as
$1,000.
opposed to $51,000. It's a lot, and you can divide it up between everybody.
Yes. So next news item. Transitioning. That's how we do it here at Remove from Play.
Sega.
Yeah. So
I wish I did have that sounder. I should get that.
So Sega decided to leave the console gaming for mobile and PC gaming. Statements from the conglomerate have stressed that this is an ongoing process, but one of the first steps seems to be Sega ditching the console video game business to focus on what considers the areas of biggest growth, mobile and online PC games.
All right, so pretty much it was they were doing a little investors meeting or something, and they were talking to some press people too, and they were talking about how they were definitely thinking about switching their focus to more the areas of bigger growth, like mobile and online PC games. So that everyone started talking like, oh, they're leaving traditional gaming.
Yeah.
That's
So pretty much they are. They closed those. How many studios they closed recently? So many.
You see
So
the
many.
game that they had out, Sonic Boom?
Yeah, Sonic Boom. You know what? I'm not surprised. I know we all have our nostalgic feelings on our hearts about Sega, but they're not the same company they used to be.
No, that's
Like
all it is
everybody
nostalgia.
every person who worked at Sega in the 90s, they're either dead, well, they're probably not dead. I like how I'm making a very worst case scenario. They're not working with them anymore. These are new people. It's this
Yeah.
different ideology. It's a different company. They're not about making consoles anymore. It's not the same company anymore. So they're thinking about the future, and since Sega's really not doing good, and there are already rumors that Nintendo should just buy them up, just so they can have access to all their shit. Because it's just weird, man. Because they really do have all these like IPs, like all these classic games that they haven't even touched in forever. Where's my fucking what's the game called? See, I don't even remember now.
Crazy Taxi.
Oh yeah,
All right,
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy
How about that?
Taxi.
What? Actually, no. They actually made a mobile version. So they did. There's Crazy Taxi. They did make a new Crazy Taxi.
So are they deciding
Fuck,
to
what
sell
is
off?
it? Final Fight. Is that it? Final Fight? No,
Well,
it's the fucking. I don't
They
remember.
yeah, Final Fight was a Sega only.
That's not the one I'm thinking of, though. I'm thinking about the one
There's
where
Golden Axe,
Smash TV. That's the one I'm
Smash
thinking
TV.
about. That's the one. Where's my Smash TV, man?
So are they planning to sell out all their IPs? For
No,
the-
they're probably gonna keep them. They'd be foolish to get rid of them. They're well-known
what-
IPs.
I mean,
Well, I did see previews for a new mobile Sonic game that looked really interesting.
Yeah, when I hear Sonic and interesting in the same sentence, I don't believe it. Sorry.
Well, no. It's actually
Your
actually
video's
looks
off,
like-
by the way, just so you know.
I know,
Okay.
because it crapped out on me twice already, so I just turned it
It
off.
was on my end. That's why.
Yeah, so
Sorry
don't
about
worry about it.
Okay,
But no,
go on.
I mean, I did not. Sonic Boom did not interest me, and I really love Sonic games. But the mobile one that they showed off actually looked like a lot of fun. It looked like it reminded me of Sonic Rush
Oh, I love
for
that
the
one.
DS. Yeah, so I would be interested. I'm okay with it as long as they still continue to do things. If that's what they need to go direction they need to go in to produce better games, and I think
To
that's
survive as a company, so that we can maybe see some precious IPs again one day. Sure, I can dig it.
Just hopefully they don't go down that horrible route of microtransactions.
No, they will. It's just how the market is. I gotta market to them whales. Ah, the whales.
microtransactions aren't terrible. It
They
just
can
depends on
be
how
good.
implemented.
Here's the thing: people like gamers are so against DLC and everything else. Those business models can work to improve the experience of a game and improve everything. You just have to do your game right. Like I kind of feel bad for Evolve because what happened to Evolve was kind of shitty because everyone was doing that. And it's just, I think Evolve was that final straw that everyone just they freaked out on Evolve. They're like, hey, everyone does this, so we've got skin packs, and oh my god, I can't handle it anymore. Like, they
Enhance
just
your
broke
gaming
everyone.
with a blue gun.
Yeah, and I think it didn't help that their core experience isn't that meaty. Like it is a cat and chase game at the end of the day. 80% of the time you're playing the game, it's gonna be a cat and chase game. So
Cat and chase.
yeah, you have a cat and you're chasing the monster, and he's like the mouse. Get it? Yeah.
Oh, pretty much it's like you chase the monster, then monster evolves, then monster kind of like chases you.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, let's just feel bad for Evolve. So that's it comes with the mobile world, to be honest. I wish Sega luck. It's just everyone just needs to remember that they're not the same Sega. This is what it is.
Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Like
2.
I would have loved if they would take a big ass, even though they're already doing bad, but take a big ass risk and make another Dreamcast. But they're never gonna do it. They don't even have the same. I bet you $20. They don't even have a hardware department anymore who does engineering and stuff. They probably don't even have that those type of people working there anymore.
It'd be interesting if Nintendo bought out Sega though.
I kind of agree. I would just like to see
Yeah.
all the IPs come back because Nintendo would be like, all right, start making these IPs, even if they're just the same game but HDified.
I mean, if they were not doing, that would be my number one option is to have Nintendo buy them out.
Supersonic Galaxy.
Yes, please.
Super Sonic
So
Galaxy.
cool.
I always like Sonic Battle Adventure too. Personally, I'm one of those guys. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah, Battle Adventure 2. Oh, that's
I
my
like
fa-
Sonic Heroes.
Sonic Heroes
Sonic
is good. They were all-
Heroes.
Yes.
What was Sonic Heroes? Why are we talking about
It was
Sonic?
one
Fuck
where
Sonic.
You had to
I'm
play
sorry.
as all three at
I'm over
once,
Sonic.
And you got to switch between the characters during the level, and they had strength obstacles and flying obstacles and speed obstacles all throughout the thing.
Yeah.
And you had 4 storylines. You had Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose, and then Team
Hey.
Chaotix.
Remember Sonic Riders?
Oh.
That was
Yes.
that was high quality stuff there.
Actually, Sonic Riders was still a pretty good game, I thought.
Okay.
As far as a racing game went, I wasn't a fan of Jet the Hawk, but it did have an interesting story, and the final boss battle I thought was beautifully paced. It was really fun to do.
Okay, I could dig it. Overall, though, I just think Sonic is just has done. It's done.
So overall, the quality
Sonic
has
did not
dropped.
age well. Mario aged. They can always do something new with Mario, in a platforming sense. But Sonic, his gimmick was running fast, and that's all they had. It didn't translate to 3D very well. You could say what you want. I know there's a 3D Sonic fans out there, and I like some of the 3D Sonic games too. But it does not. It's
Chronicles
not a
was a good
meaty.
attempt.
It's just not a meaty type of experience anymore. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I played Sonic Generations. It was really fun playing the best 3D levels. It was
Mhm.
the one time because you just want to go faster and that's it. In terms of what are you doing mechanically in the game? You're not doing much. Yeah, you gotta jump and time your jump accordingly. That's about it. I don't know, man. I'm just telling you. It's not it's not an experience that I feel aged well. Time to take Sonic out in the back and cut his legs off.
I don't
That
think that's
is inhumane.
in a while.
Thank you.
Well, he's not human. Haha. He's not human. They don't need to be humane.
He eats chili dogs.
Yeah.
How can
Moving
you not
on
be
to
any
our
more
next
human?
news item.
Give
Next
him a
news
chili dog,
item.
you know what I'm saying?
I do believe. Is that me? I think.
Yes.
Wait.
That
Did
is
we talk about
Nintendo.
Nintendo? Yes, that's me. Nintendo. All right. So Nintendo is finally going to start making games for smartphone.
Damn producer.
So there was a meeting with Iwata, whatever is Iwata, is that his name? Yeah, it's Iwata. Oh, good old Iwata, Mr. Iwata. He seems like a cool guy. I would love to chill with him sometime. Something about these old Japanese men, just like they feel like they would be really cool to hang
They
out with.
arouse you.
That's hilarious. Anyway, so in a business meeting, they announced that even though they're going to go back on their previous statement saying how they would never, go into the mobile market because they feel like they want to produce high. They actually said this at one point. Maybe okay, I'm still paraphrasing, but they said it basically like this: we still want to produce high quality games, and we don't want to muddy our brand by making mobile games. So they're going back on the word, and they're going to start making smartphone games. They're going to collaborate with a Japanese developer called DENA. So I bet you pronounce it like DNA. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. To create new games for smartphones, and this is going to be. They've done it before now. I think they made a couple of games that utilize their IPs, like kind of like promoting their. Pretty much the idea was those games were promoting their actual games, but now they're actually going to take like Mario and make a smartphone game with Mario. Now, will Mario be the first one? I don't think so, but I'm just such an example. So, what do we think about this? Now, Nintendo, which we could debate was, the last developer that made games in a traditional sense. Like, so traditional, they still made games for their console that was pretty much designed to only play games. What do you think about this, guys?
It is a move to kill off Sega.
Yeah.
And then they can
Oh,
buy
yeah.
Sega.
Hey, Sega,
that's what it is.
you're going to start making mobile games? Fuck, man, we're going to do it, too. You want to play Sonic High Speed? We'll try playing our Mario game. It'll be the wars all over. Oh, it'd be so funny if it, what if Nintendo starts off only making it for, like iPhones or something. No, I think they'd be smarter than that. What if they start only making for Android-based phones, and then Sega goes and they only make it for like iPhones, so it'll be like a phone war all over again between Sega and Nintendo. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, that'd be hilarious. Talking about, I was just saying how people need to get over the past and how I'm bringing up the past yet again.
Play our newest game, Mario
I'm a
Plumber Crack.
hypocrite.
Mario Plumber Crack. Use the swipe to pull his pants up.
I'd play that.
Yeah.
You know what they could do with the mobile is how about some warrior
Hyrule?
wear
Oh.
Wario wear.
WarioWare.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, like the WarioWare
Oh.
games.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
made,
That would be
what
pretty neat
happened to
doing
those
that, you know what I'm
guys?
saying?
What happened to the team that made all that?
They made a game for the Wii U.
Remember Brain Age and all those other things?
Yeah,
Fuck,
Brain
what
Age.
That would be
happened? Is
pretty
there
neat,
one of
you
those
know?
for like the 3DS?
Oh, a lot of them are downloadable. I know in the eShop.
Fuck, I need to get
Like, a
those. Those
lot
were
of them,
great.
They were fun.
Fuck, I
I'm
gotta
not
go buy the
sure.
old DS one. That was my favorite
Yeah.
one, WarioWare one.
I got it on my phone. The emulator for the
Mhm.
DS. I play it on my phone all the time, so
Yeah, it's not a bad
that's
idea.
why
I
I
would
figured it makes sense to do something like that.
I would eat the shit out of
phone.
that, Maverick. No problem.
Um,
I'd love the shit out of that.
But I mean, there's so many other things they can do. Like bring back like the original Super Mario Bro game, where it's that boxed in kind of thing. There's pipes on 3 tiers,
Mm-hmm.
and
That could work really well.
that
mobile.
one, something like that.
Yeah. We'd even in terms of just fuck. I assume they're
There's
gonna
a lot
make
of
new
good
games, but
ideas.
yeah, they
They
did
could
patent that
definitely-
whole emulation thing. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll also just bring their old games to it, which
Makes more
a
sense.
lot of the old games, right, Maverick, work really well on fucking touchscreens.
I wouldn't mind playing Zombie Ate My Neighbors on my
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just bring that
Oh,
back.
I wonder if
touch
that
it up,
isn't
you
owned
know?
by Nintendo. I'll have to look that up.
Well, I don't think it was on anything
Realize
else, was it?
This was on the Virtual Console. You could download it for the Wii.
It might
Yeah.
have been.
There's a
My
lot of
guess is
those-
Nintendo probably owns
Yeah,
it.
it's probably yeah.
That's my guess. My guess indeed. Yeah, the emulators. Fuck, I would like to see what they could do with phone. This thing about it, this is Nintendo who made a system with a touchscreen before. Yeah, actually, kind of before smartphone games were really popular.
They
The
did-
DS is older, and they've
Yeah.
experimented with accelerometer stuff before. Because remember on the Game Boy Advance, even they had the thing that attracted sunlight, the RPG that used sunlight, and they also had that game that used an accelerometer. So they,
Cool.
in their roots, they already basically know how to make
so
games using that type of
they can
technology.
easily make a Star Fox.
Oh, okay. So
Ooh. You know
Maverick
what I'm
wants stuff for us.
Stuff like that.
Easily make a Star Fox.
Zombie Ate My Neighbor says it's a Konami game made for the Super Nintendo.
Ah,
Oh,
okay, so
yeah,
Konami's
that's
got
right.
that.
But doesn't now the Konami makes?
Okay, well, actually,
Well, I think
now-
Disney owns it because it was made by LucasArts.
Okay, so
Oh,
actually, you know
Disney
what's
owns
funny
it
about
now.
this, Eli? Just because Konami made it back in the day, they might not have the rights anymore.
Yeah,
so.
that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
who knows though?
depends.
Who
Okay.
knows? I'm gonna bet that Konami owns rights still, but who
I
knows?
I
Who
actually
knows?
played Zombies Ate My Neighbors for the Sega.
Yeah.
Was
oh
it-
shit.
Now wasn't that like a?
That was a shitty version though.
Like a different. It was almost
It was
similar,
different.
but it was
Yeah, it
different
was-
characters and
No, it was
different.
same characters.
Was
it,
it?
was
Yeah,
the same
okay.
characters,
Blind
but the
got
game was
Spike Terror.
yeah. The
Okay.
graphics were different, and the game was it was different enough to where you could say they were different type of games, but it was the
Okay.
same thing. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is gonna be cool. I like to see what they could do with more advanced technology. Think about it. If you had like I have a fucking HTC One. If they made a game like if they had an Android game for this, like this is a lot of more powerful than a DS. They could make some pretty good looking shit on phones.
Just
I think this
just
is nothing but
watch.
good news. Nintendo's creativity to be expanded beyond their own platforms, I think, would be a very, very good thing.
Really, we're basically at this point we're just gonna wait and watch Nintendo revolutionize mobile games.
They could. You know what?
That
In
is
terms of
basically what's
gaming-
gonna happen.
They have the best shot, to be honest. I don't think anyone else is going to try to be original. Everyone else in that space right now is just going, how do we get whales to buy more shit?
Yeah, the Vita died.
Right, and Nintendo is gonna be all like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, here's this new market. Let's see what we can do with it." And they're gonna play and test, and in 3 years, they're just gonna change the market.
Hope they can.
I
They might
will
not.
bet money
Keep in mind,
on
there's
that.
also a possibility they won't do anything and they'll just make basic games on it. But hey, there's a higher chance of them doing it, I feel. So
I could see fun spin-off games like based on enemies, from serieses.
from series is
Yeah, serieses.
I don't know what
Like
series
that.
is.
I don't know. if
You're
they made
talking
a
about
game,
Oh, you mean
Series?
like they'll make a
Different
Mario
series.
game, but it'll be like
With
yeah, like
Bowser's.
mini
but
games.
it'll be like a Bomberman, but it's Mario. Yeah.
Yeah, mini games. Not
Okay.
full
Yeah.
platforms.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Fuck, a collection of mini games. Oh my God, a Mario Party. Oh my God, think
Ooh,
about it.
Mario Party
You could have
mobile.
a
Yeah.
Mario Party that works on your phone, and if other people have the app too, or they'll do it like one person has the app. They could do like a Space Team type scenario. We have Mario Party games, like mini games that like Space Team, where you had to interact with people with multiple smartphones that each had to do something cool. Holy shit, Eli, you're onto something here. Nintendo could do
Sweet.
some crazy shit. Oh, that's some good stuff there, Eli. That was a good idea, actually. I like that. I like that, good sir. So let's move on to our final news item.
Yeah,
Now
I
we
was like,
stopped
I don't
jizzing
even know
over.
what I said.
Alright,
Don't blow my cover.
Don't blow my cover. I actually work for Nintendo. I
Yeah.
remember I actually give them ideas.
Why is Shovel
Okay.
Knight with Battletoad?
Shovel
You're gonna
Knight.
find out right now.
Oh.
Mashup.
okay, so, alright. Next news item, yes?
Yes, this is you. All you.
Okay.
All you, girl.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Microsoft brings indies to Windows 10 with Xbox One cross-buy. Announced at GDC, games released through the IDX ID at Xbox program will join the Universal apps in supporting Windows 10. And games releasing on Xbox as a part of the program will be able to bundle in their PC counterpart free of charge. In a snappy trailer, games such as Game 4, Wasteland 2, Pinball FX2, Divinity Original Sin,
IDARB. It's actually called
IDARB?
hashtag IDARB. That's the official name.
okay, hashtag IDARB, and Shovel Knight, Shovel Knight, are suggested to be supporting the program, although nothing is set in stone as of this time. Hashtag IDARB, really?
It's a good game, actually. I'm
to
I'm buying that
reread
today
this.
too.
Yeah,
It's a fun party game, man. We're gonna play it next Monday, for sure.
Okay, so is the game called Game 4 actually called Game 4 too, or
Yeah,
is
that's fucking. What are they? What is the guys who made Castle Crashers? Who are they again? The Behemoth.
Okay.
Yeah, those guys. Game 4. They're cool.
Alright.
They're cool guys. They're artsy. They're
What's
artsy fartsy.
Gaming Hobbit or
They made they made
I'll
Alien
believe you on
Hominid, I
that.
do believe, and of course they made Battle Block Theater and all that other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
Take your
So,
word on that one.
Xbox is getting the game of cross-buy and buy it, and you'll get it across all systems.
that's pretty neat.
Sony's been doing this forever. Nintendo's been doing it. Xbox, it's time.
about
They got a
time.
brand new iOS coming out. Let's start doing this. Here's the one problem I have with it. It's obviously not going to work with Steam. They're highly saying, they keep even this article here, Xbox Store, App Store. So it's good. What's going to happen? You're going to have to make an Xbox account through the store. And it's going to tie with your Xbox Live account, and then it's going to have to. That's how you do it. All your games are going to go through the store now, which makes sense. They have this app ecosystem. They want to be like Apple. They want to be like Sony and everybody else, and have and Nintendo and have their games cross-pollinate with all their systems. So you know what? They have one of the most popular OSs out there. Might as well start integrating that shit. What I also want to hope I see from this is that we can get cross-play as well. Fables, they showed off, will actually be one of those games you could do that. Now, will this mean going forward that all games that are made by Microsoft will just automatically be cross-buy, or is this going to be something that only going to be for like the small indie games? And would you guys want that? Would you just want every time you buy an Xbox game, you want it to work in your PC as well?
Sure. Seems like something.
for free, by the way. This is
It
cool.
kinda
Cross-buy
depends,
is really
like-
nice.
Yeah.
When PlayStation does the cross-buy, sometimes it's kind of exploited. Like
Hmm.
a few times, well, my Matt's girlfriend, like Patricia, well, at the time, like
At
when
the
she
time,
bought
at the time,
Sly
yes.
Cooper for the PS3,
Yeah.
it came with a code for the Vita. So it's like I got a free game pretty much.
And that's how it's going to work, just like that. It's going to be a full cross-buy. But of
Yeah.
course, here's the drawback. Again, it's only going to be Xbox games, and then obviously it looks like some indies are jumping on board here. So,
Nice.
I think that'll be good. Yeah, I think they need to get in this game. Like, one of the biggest things that's nice, that, like crazy people are saying, it's really nice when you buy that game, you get a free fucking game.
Yeah.
It's like, this Vita you paid $250 for? It's how it's useless? Well, here, we'll actually give you some games. They'll make it fun. Yeah, it's kind of like that. You got to admit. Like, they're throwing you a bone because they kind of let you down in the Vita. You got to be honest.
Well, I mean, I don't see any other games really coming out with the cross-play now.
Yeah, oh, that's true. It's not many. I mean, there'll be even less on Xbox to keep in mind. Because here's the thing: will third parties jump on this? I honestly don't, because I don't think so. Because when Assassin's Creed launches, like the last one, all the versions launched at the same time. But before that, they all didn't. The PC came out later, so that means if they were going to do this, they would have to commit to all the versions coming out at once. And not only would they have to go through Steam, now they also got to go through Microsoft Store in addition to their own Uplay, whatever. Well, yeah. Will you need to still use Uplay? There's a lot of things that get muddy here.
Yeah.
Because like, you have Ubisoft who's got Uplay. Well, if I go buy it through the Microsoft Store, do I need Uplay then? Or is Microsoft going to get around that loophole where you won't need Uplay anymore?
That's a good
Will
question.
EA jump on this? So it's like third parties. Will they do this? And I don't think they will. Because they're all trying to compete in that PC space with their own services.
Yeah.
And we're going to have yet another service gamers are going to have to sign up for.
Uh,
What are we up to now? We got Steam.
Origin.
Or I would debate you have to have Origin at this point because to ignore all EA games is pretty rough
Yeah.
in the PC world. Like, oh no, you can't play any EA games without the Origin pretty much. Not to play Battlefield on your PC, I don't think anyone's going to give up on that. Uplay, I guess you can kind of get away of not playing Ubisoft games, but Assassin's Creed is a very popular game.
Yeah. I also
Yeah,
Far Cry.
Uplay is really not that bad though.
Yeah,
I
because
really,
it's not. I
really-
actually don't know too much about it. It's not a full blown service, right? It's just kind of like a back end for like networking. And
It's kind of just bonuses. I mean, I've had my Uplay account since Assassin's Creed 1.
whoa,
Um,
look at that.
and yeah, I have. And I mean, it's always been really nice. I don't see why there's a problem, why people even complain about it, because all it is bonuses.
You know, to be honest,
I
more
mean-
people complain about like Origin, but then Origin has gotten better too. So
Yeah, but I mean, Uplay's never been bad at all to me. It's just kind of like this little service, and you earn rewards as you play the game, and you basically get free shit for your games that you're gonna play in the future because of the points that you saved up just playing the games you bought.
yeah, it's just like added benefits, and then you get those Uplay points. Can I beat the game by paying like 200 Uplay points? Because I don't want to play the game. What was the person said that to me one time? I thought that was hilarious.
No, but you can get like it is kind of nice because you can like get exclusive like extra ammo packs and stuff, so it does make it easier.
Cool.
I mean, I intentionally bought some of Arno's gear from the Uplay store because there were some pretty bad difficulty spikes in Assassin's Creed Unity.
See,
I was
that's where we get into the muddy area. Because now here's the thing. Because I'm all for, I'm personally all for the idea of, because times are changing. There's a lot more types of people playing. Sometimes there is a gamer out there that likes playing games that is actually on the more older side now, maybe has kids now, and they have an hour a night now to play a game. So if they totally want to spend like $10 to $20 to get something that helps speed up their gameplay experience, or maybe not grinding the RPG, just get your level up to what you need to be, I think that's a totally valid thing that gamers would want to. That's valid. It's a valid way to design your game.
Yeah.
The thing is,
and-
though, here's what's the problem. But can we trust the developers, at least on the AAA level, to balance the game correctly to know that, well, the progression system still is balanced fairly, and we won't let the thing that lets you pay money muddy our designing of the game. You know, like that's where it gets rough. And right now, some people were debating about the Assassin's Creed stuff, but I don't know. What do you feel? Do you feel like the Assassin's Creed stuff was balanced pretty good there?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, because
Okay.
half of it you can't even pay for. Like, you can't pay real money for it. You
Mhm.
have to just save up your points from just playing the game and beating it first before you can invest in other things. They did release some time saver packs, but they were only like $1 and $2 a piece.
Okay, so if you say that you feel they didn't fuck with the progression system at all, then that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't. Maybe in some levels, like if there were people out there who intentionally bought like a crap ton of extra stuff, like I did read this blog where this guy spent $100 on DLC stuff, so just so he could get through the game like really fast and try to experience everything. And he said that was way too much to actually he didn't even need to buy that much to get through the game.
Yep.
So he was sitting on all this stuff. So I think in that sense, that does mean that they did it mostly right, because that means you don't have to spend more than, an extra 20, $30 to get through the game faster and easier.
That's good. Yes, overall, cross-buy is something that Microsoft needed to do, and it will suck to have yet. I'm very sure you're going to have to, have a Microsoft Store account or a Microsoft account to do this. Maybe you could just tie your Xbox account into it, which would make sense. Like, that would be an easier way because then people want to sign up for another thing. But you're going to have to, it's going to be another thing you're going to have to manage. That's going to be the only downside, because there's no way it's just going to be like, hey, you get it through Steam. I highly doubt that will be the case. First of all, Gabe Newell already doesn't like Microsoft and her Windows, so I don't see why they would work with them. Or why Xbox would even want to have a middleman like that when they already have a console and their own OS,
Yeah.
So, overall, very good. It'll be very interesting to see how this turns out when it actually comes out.
Yep.
That's my final thoughts on it. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add to that. I know you guys aren't big. Well, Patrick, you're pretty much a PC gamer too.
Yeah, but
I know Top Maverick. He's got to get on that PC game, man.
I know, I'm slacking.
I'm telling you, man.
Consoles right now, man.
Yeah, that's fine. Consoles are pretty. The consoles aren't too bad. Nintendo's got some really good stuff out now. The Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, finally, I think has a strong enough library where I think it's worth buying now at this point.
Yep.
It took a little while. I don't know how. Here's what blows my mind. All right, now that we're done with Newsweek, you know what blows my mind still? Fuck, guys. Theoretically, these gaming consoles like PlayStation 4 and X1 had dick to play on it forever, but so many people bought these goddamn things. It just shows you that those things aren't just about gaming anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I did the smart thing and waited until last month to get the.
You know what you got to play?
I didn't see. I didn't purchase. I had one game for a full year, which was Infamous Second Son, and I kind of just waited until these new slates for 2015 started coming out to start purchasing more games, and that's when I started getting into it really for the PS4. So because I was really I literally got my PS4 last year, and I was still playing my PS3 for almost a full year before I even really touched my PS4 and got into it. So,
you sound like everyone from Japan.
So, I mean, but yeah.
Yep. And that's news of the week.
What's up?
All right, let's get into the gaming spotlight and talk about the new releases that came out this week. Which video is this one? Oh, fuck, I fucked up.
Did you?
oh,
That's
it's
Elena.
Oh, no, okay, I know what I'm doing totally.
I know it's been a couple of weeks, but
Zap,
All right,
zap,
there you go.
zap,
Zap effect. Zap. There we go. There you go. Transition was done, but by my mouth, because
Wow.
I can do that. Well, you do funny voices, Pat. Go ahead. Do lights flickering and zapping. Go.
It's like shoot, shoot, shoot.
He's like, fuck
It's
you.
like zap, zap.
Like fuck you. All right, so that gaming spotlight. Let's talk about the new releases. I was gonna have Elena read them because she has the updated list, but I guess I will
I'm
have to.
right here.
Oh fuck, where were you? Okay. So
I was
go.
just off. I take one step to the side and I'm gone. So.
Yes. All right, so
She's
go ahead and
practicing
read the
for
new
ninja.
releases because you're the only one that has the updated. Well, me too, but you read better than me.
Wait, this is not new.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
that's from last week.
New releases. PlayStation 3. Okay, we got Battlefield Hardline, Resident Evil Revelations 2, Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 4. Okay. The Awakened Fate Ultimatum. Now there's a game title.
Yes, it is.
PS4, Battlefield Hardline, Bladestorm Nightmare, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD.
You know, what is that
James
one?
Town.
Did anyone hear about that?
Oh man,
Yes.
Nope.
What is
amazing,
that?
amazing.
What is it? Tell me a little bit about it.
I played it a little bit earlier today. I purchased it.
oh, son of a bitch.
It's see, I'm not too far into it, but I can give you the basics. Basically, it's a you play as 14 students that were created by I can't remember what they called her.
Let me guess, a giant talking cat monster that spout out ice cream
Yeah.
cones. No, I don't know.
Well, she's basically what she
Pizza?
doesn't. She's not who everybody thinks she is. So
Oh,
these
shit.
each person you play as has their own set of abilities. One's got the bow and arrow, the short sword, and like I said, I played one fight. this whole time. But you can play with all 14 characters. Just seamlessly. There's 3 characters that go into battle, and you can swap out between players on the go, just quick, smooth. I mean, the gameplay. The game is amazing. Like I said, I'm only like an hour into it.
So it's like an action RPG then, pretty much.
It's still
Like is it? It's not. Is it turn based? Is what I want.
No, it's real time.
It's real. So it's
Yeah, it's
action based.
real-time
Gotcha.
action-based.
Is it kind of like Kingdom Hearty? A little bit maybe. Not with the whole like, there's a menu you go down to do your attacks, but it's like you gotta hit.
Yeah,
You have
so
abilities.
they
you can
get
activate.
4. Each character has a 4. One can there's you got your physical attack thing. Each character has their defensive attack, which is basically your protect, shell, cure. Then you have your 2 magic abilities, which you can build upon on, and
Interesting. Oh,
Is there a
fuck,
monk
man.
class?
and they're mapped on the
This is
on the face buttons.
This is made on the Final Fantasy 13 engine.
And then you also get the Final Fantasy demo, Final Fantasy 15 demo, which I haven't touched. I'm actually gonna
That's
play
nice.
that tonight. So
For you guys who don't know, this originally released on PlayStation in
PS
2011. I think a PlayStation 3. I assume if it's that year.
what the?
Type O was originally. That's what.
No,
this-
it was originally called a Guido,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was
There
for
you
the
go.
PSP in Japan.
Ah, there you go.
So, and then they just remade it for
Yep,
the PS4
great.
and HD
Yep.
remix. So.
PS Portable. You're right. 2011. Yeah, it did have a different name. That's why I was getting the misinformation here. It had a different name.
Freaking, I pre-ordered it, and it's like they don't even call me to let me know.
Oh really? Yeah, I called them. I was gonna go last night. They were doing a midnight over at the one.
Wait, they were doing a midnight release for Final
No,
Fantasy Type
it was
O?
for Hardline.
Oh, okay. I was about
but
to
he
say,
picked it
holy
up then,
shit.
So I was gonna go to someone at Elmwood. I called. That's where I purchased it at, and I decided to wait till in the morning. I just caught the bus over there and got it quick.
When I saw Giant Bomb's quick look about it, doesn't look like you guys are missing much, but
No,
Yeah.
I think
Looks
it's
good,
man.
don't get me wrong, it's just
definitely-
like,
I think
I
the
guess
first
I'll
hour
just-
to it looks. I mean, it's different. It's something different. And I've liked it so far. So
okay, that's good. Like, I don't think it looks bad. Just I don't think I'll stick with my Battlefield 4.
just it's not going to be 13. Don't worry, it
Yeah.
won't be anything
It's
like
the-
13.
Is that a sound effect?
That was Elena's chair, actually. It needs some
Uh,
oil.
Sound like a rocking.
Yeah.
sound
Yeah,
effect.
I thought that.
This chair is very old. I can't afford to replace it though quite yet.
Yes.
Oh, sorry about
Okay,
that.
moving on.
To Jamestown Plus. Sounds like a
Ooh.
settling game or something.
Probably,
And then we
it's
have-
probably an indie platformer.
Probably something. I don't
What is
know.
it? What was it called?
Jamestown Plus.
Oh, it sounds like wasn't Jamestown like that cult?
No.
No, Jamestown was one of the first settlements over here in the U.S.
Oh, I'm thinking about Jonestown.
And
Oh
then
my
I think
God.
you're also getting confused with Salem.
No, no.
That hurt, Eli. I'm
What?
not gonna lie.
I thought that'd be a fun game to play.
Oh my God! It's
And you make everybody
it's a
drink
game.
Kool-Aid?
All right, so I quickly did a Google search of it. It's a game where you play in Yeah, it's like you're in the oldie times. You're in
Oh.
Jamestown, and you like have
Look it up.
bassinet, those like long gun shooting stuff. And then it's like there's a bunch of fantasy shit and steampunk shit thrown into it.
Ooh, I
But
might want
but
that.
okay, they say this new world is for the fearless and the something ish.
Yeah, it's like you went to Mars. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
they
you're
say
about.
like Mars is a new
Jamestown.
planet, and
Oh.
I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. Well, it started off like that in the trailer, and suddenly you got all this fancy shit, and then they're gonna talk about being on Mars and shit, and I'm like, whoa, it's so
Yeah.
cool.
That kind of sounds cool, actually. I might have to check that out.
So yeah, it's an RPG. It looks like.
Okay. Then we got Resident Evil Revelations 2 and Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 4. For the Wii U, we get 50-pinch Barrage. Don't touch anything red. Okay.
Just like,
Whoa, that's like a
F-Zero.
red penis.
yeah, don't touch it.
Okay.
I scored.
It sounds like a glorified game of the floor is lava.
Oh, red penis.
The floor is lava.
The floor is a red penis. Okay, sorry.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
I'm done now.
F-Zero GP Legend. My Style Studio Notebook. That's all for the Wii U. 360. Battlefield Hardline, Resident Evil Revelations 2, and Episode 4 of it.
Wait, Fruit Ninja 2 Connect? Oh my God. Oh no, it's Fruit Ninja 4 Connect 2. Okay.
Xbox One. Yeah, Xbox
Sorry, I
One.
got excited.
Battlefield Hardline, Final Fantasy Type 0, Fruit Ninja Connect 2. There you go.
I got really excited.
Resident
red
Evil
penis.
Revelations 2 and Episode 4.
Okay, I'm done now.
Oh my God.
Would you stop interrupting me?
Sorry.
Darn
You're
it, man.
fine. Anyway, 3DS, 3D Outrun, Codenames at Steam, which I really need to get actually. Monster Combine TD, Music on Electric Guitar, and Shanghai Mahjong.
Music on electric guitar. What is this? What is there?
Not
People are
sure.
making rhythm games that are like rip-offs of Guitar Hero. Oh my god, this is nuts.
Touchscreen.
Oh, it was an old
Rhythm
DSi. It's DSiWare game, apparently. So that makes sense. It probably came out when it was fucking. Yeah, it looks like Guitar Hero. Yeah, this came out back in the day when Guitar Hero was popular as fuck, and they had that Guitar Hero on tour and shit. All right, so I was wondering what the fuck this was. Like, who's making a rhythm game now? Like, who's doing this?
Who's crazy?
Oh, that surprised me. They've been releasing like the old DSiWare stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, for the PC, we then get Aware, Battlefield Hardline, Burnstar, Corona Motorsport, for those who like racing games, I suppose. Dodge.
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 That tells us
Like
a lot
the
about your
car
game
Dodge?
developer.
What do you do in the game?
I don't.
Dodge.
You just dodge.
Dodge. Enemy. Hector. A lot of one-name titles here.
Yeah, Dodge
Um,
and Enemy. Those are like the worst game names ever. So generic.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
Old
I'm
school.
so generic that it's in my title, guys.
God, I can't even.
Inexcellently. Sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead. No, I was just saying I can't even Google search for the Dodge video game because there's so many other games that have Dodge in the name. I got Super Dodgeball, Dodge Simulator, Super
Dodge
Dodgeball Simulator, Dodge Challenger in video games. I'm getting everything but this game. Too
He
generic.
thinks they need a new name.
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright.
Could have been different. Could have called it Avoid. Don't buy this game. Avoid it.
That was a good one. That actually was a real good one.
What a boy.
Oh, crazy Peach.
Okay.
You get a mushroom too. There you go. Woohoo! There you go. She's dead. She's done.
Okay.
Riverside, Soul Team 12, Star Crawlers.
Yeah.
Star Crawlers, Tennis Elbow.
Tennis elbow.
No, is that
Tennis
Tennis Elbow? Tennis Elbow
Tennis
2013.
Wow.
Elbow 2013, Warlocks, and Why So Evil 2 Dystopia.
I thought this said
Did
why
we
so
even read the Ocean Horn?
Ocean Horn? No. Monster of the Uncharted
Ocean Horn,
Sea.
Monster of Uncharted Sea. No, it's of the.
Oh, yeah, cool. Whatever. Whatever. It's
Well, no, I mean that's just confusing. Of Uncharted Seas.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why So Evil 2? I thought it said Why So Evil 2 Diarrhea for some reason. It's not diarrhea.
So Tennis Elbow is coming out for
Dystopia.
PC.
Yes, this is a PC game. What I want to see what this is.
Why didn't it come out with the Wii?
Tennis Elbow.
Why is it called Tennis Elbow? Why isn't it just called like?
Why is it 2013?
That is a.
Wait, yeah. Let me
Excellent
double check this.
question.
Is that a typo? That's not a typo.
Oh my god.
They've
Wait,
been
does
in
it say
development
to
for
be,
a couple of years.
Is this say to be announced? Like, I think that's.
Yes.
See, when they say to be announced, it means they didn't know what the price was when they found out the game was coming out, or it's an early access game.
Oh,
So let me just take a quick look here and see if it's early access game.
It's a catchy title, you know. It's better than Dodge, obviously.
Now 2013 is the name. Fuck.
Like nothing
They're-
about this makes sense besides
Why
tennis.
is it 2013?
They're just behind in development.
Tennis Elbow
thought it-
2013 is a great tennis game for all tennis lovers. You can download the free demo of this game for Windows and try its software version for 14 days.
What makes it special?
I don't know. I'm looking at the graphics. It looks like an NES game, for God's sakes.
Oh.
Actually, no. I take it back. It was like a PlayStation 2 game.
Oh, okay.
I'll give it a little bit more credit than that. Thank you, Mana
Can you
Games.
look up it, like post an image?
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'll get something going here.
On the fly.
Okay. I'll give it. Okay, I got a video here. I'm gonna give it a little bit more credit. It looks like a PlayStation 2 game, maybe a shitty PS3 game. I'll give it that much, at least. It's not like totally horrible. Okay, let me ask you guys. What do you think it will look like?
Not sure.
Mario Tennis without
You
Mario?
can kind of see the
Huh?
screen from here. It looks brown.
Hey, no cheating.
Oh.
No cheating. All right, I'm trying to do elite production skills.
In another
I
room,
think
Eli.
that it would be like
It's
just
real
a
far
bunch
away.
of polygons trying to play tennis. I don't know. Tennis. Why call it tennis elbow? Tennis elbow is not fun.
I know.
I mean,
It's
tennis
okay.
elbow.
I got a video on the screen here. It's
Looks like real.
It looks like it looks like a bad PS3 game or
I like how this game's getting coverage on the show.
I had a free game on Xbox called Top Spin. It looked a lot better than this.
But this doesn't look.
Yeah.
I take it back. It doesn't look completely horrible,
Does it
but
have a story or something?
it just looks like a bad PS3 game in
It's got
terms of
the same
graphics.
story.
Well, they
Well,
stopped
at least
hitting the
it
same
looks like the
spot.
game actually is good. Like that's
Does it?
tennis, all right.
I've never played a tennis game besides the Wii
Diagonal.
Sports Tennis.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least the game
yeah.
looks good. Like the gameplay itself, like it looks like it'd be fun to play if you like tennis. And this would
Sports
be it.
tennis looks better than this.
Yeah. This is you playing on
Hey,
a
man,
controller.
It's not all about the
kinda
graphics.
ridiculous.
I think these graphics are tolerable, even though I was just making fun of how bad they were. But I think they are.
They're
tolerable.
like-
Pong has better graphics than this.
They're like
Fuck.
sprite based. They look
So
sprite
yeah,
based.
that's that. There you go. Yep, that got coverage over all these other awesome games. Like that's the video we show.
That's
Tennis
funny.
Elbow
I just
2013.
I'm so baffled by that title list of some of them are just
I
so
really tried to
generic.
find some video of Dodge. I think I have to go to. I think I actually have to go to Steam to actually see what this thing looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so confused. Corona Motorsport, Dodge, Enemy.
At least it's not Enemy. Enemy's way worse than Dodge.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Enemy's even.
Yeah,
Is it
and what's Warlocks?
This is not even a dodgeball game. All right, I have to show this. I
Okay.
have to show this. Oops,
double bogey?
I kind of fucked it up, but that's okay.
Oh, it's one of these games.
I fucked it up a little bit, but that's okay.
Wait, do you
There's
move
a
on?
little square in.
You have to
tiny
move in the
square.
9x9.
No.
Do you unlock more squares later?
I have no idea what this is. This is it though.
What's this line? You dodge the.
So you dodge the balls.
You're just
with your
dodging the
square.
dots.
Oh, and the lines. And the lines.
Okay, so maybe it's a
Uh,
dodge game then.
and the
At first I saw
colors.
this. I'm like, where's my dodgeballs? But there they are.
What do you think that's gonna be? Like $5?
I can't find.
Oh, you want?
anything
Yes, I know the price right here. How much you guys think this is?
$1.99.
You think it's a $2 game?
Please
Yeah.
be a $2 game.
Yeah, $2
It's
game.
pretty low. It looks like a free game. It looks.
It is currently $1.69.
Okay.
Its normal price is $2.
You want to find an enemy while you're there?
This actually. Do I want to find an enemy while I'm
Yeah,
there?
no, enemy, like the game from the list. The other generic named one.
Actually, yeah, I really want to see what this looks
Okay,
like.
cool.
So let's do this. While I look it up, tell me what you guys actually think it is. Let's-
DLC for Dodge. your
Whoever
score could be
gets it right
SRI.
gets a million gun run points. I don't know. Let's see. Steam, and we're gonna go to Steam and we're type in enemy. Let's see what's it.
I feel like it's gonna be skeletons.
Matt, for Dodge
Oh.
DLC, you could buy different shapes and not be a square.
That'd be hilarious. All right, so what do you
Sounds
think
like
it
a
is,
G- a
Elena?
G-
What do you
I've
think
already got a
enemy
video
is?
up, so
Hey, you'd be cheating. All right, then. All right,
Yeah.
go back to. All right, Maverick. What do you think it is?
I don't know, something similar to like Geometric Wars or something.
Geometric Wars.
Is that what it's called? Geometry Wars?
Geometry Wars.
There you go. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right, this does not even look like anything like I thought it was. So here it is.
All right, it's got pixels.
Open
Send
world.
them. It's looks like it's in. You say you got a world there.
Looks.
The video game. It says the video game you played as a kid mashed together with and remade into a
Huh.
tactical role-playing game.
This looks like
So
like-
apparently, Enemy actually was an older game then.
this looks like what's that game that's like XCOM but it has to do with aliens?
XCOM.
XCOM. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
different than XCOM.
XCOM is the one that you do it.
No, there's another one just like XCOM but
Okay,
with,
well
like,
they
older
ripped off
graphics.
XCOM because XCOM was one of those first games to do that.
Ooh, I
whole-
like that.
Okay, what's up with ripping off the Minecraft style?
I don't know. I like
And
it. though.
apparently,
though.
according to this, Enemy was an older game, so
It looks older.
I actually might get this. This looks appealing to me.
it
if
does.
it's older, that's fine. If it's just like a re-release.
Yeah, it's saying here the video game plays a kid mashed together, so it implies that the video game plays a kid mashed together. Explore an open world where characters, items, and environments are an electrical. I'm reading that wrong. Eclectic mashup. of
Eclectic.
Eclectic. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's an eclectic mashup of classic games. Detailed turn-based combat system inspired by 1994 classic XCOM. Realistic physics simulation and large open environments allows a rich variety of tactical options.
I like turn-based games.
This works on Windows XP,
You don't
Vista 7 and 8. It requires 1 gig of RAM. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So this will run on anything, pretty much. So those are weird games. There you go.
Nice.
And that'll be our show, I guess. That's where we're gonna end it on enemies. I want to thank Maverick and Crazy Peepers for joining us, and of course, I want to thank Elias,
Hello.
all the
Goodbye.
wonderful hosts, and Elena, who is now is a perfect camera shot. The whole time we were staring at her light.
So yeah, I don't know. the thing is the sun sets like during the showtime, so I get a weird lighting.
Yeah, I used to have
The
that problem
entire
too when I used to Skype onto the
Yeah,
show.
but then I used to have that problem too. But then you got a pill for it. So
Pill, yes.
yeah, it's a pill form. It was a suppository.
Yeah.
So
I
you have to
take
get a
it still.
suppository pill, Elena, to fix your sunlight problem.
Oh,
Yeah, fun stuff.
It only hurts for a second.
It's
only
a
hurts for a second.
placebo.
Speaking of suppository pills that we all deal with, here's our social networking stuff. Yeah, that's a good transition, right?
Yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter, RFPTV, to know when the show goes live and we post funny little things. Add us to your circles on Google Plus, remove from play. Add us on Facebook, search under shows, remove from play. You can join the forums, take the conversation beyond the episodes.
Yeah, feel free to join.
You guys join. Talk to us up. I know
Please.
some of the hosts still need to join.
Yeah.
I have no
Even
idea what
you,
you're talking about.
Eli.
I made an account, but I never post anything.
Yeah,
Because
you
forums
did.
are hard to use. I don't like forums.
Yeah, everyone hates. I know everyone doesn't like forums.
give me
No
a
one
link
goes
over
to our
Skype.
forums.
Give me a link on
Don't
Skype.
tell them that.
Yeah, those are information again, guys. It's megascorcher.com. You can click the forums at the top. Make sure you go there to also watch all the other shows and everything, and all the goodness that our site provides. We actually have a bunch of pictures from PAX East up from everyone else from the site who went besides me. So check out the cool cosplay photos. They're really good. Check them out.
I know you do in the bathroom.
Actually, there was a really good looking Misty. But anyways, so that has been episode 132, and it's been Tuesday, March 17th,
God, you
2015.
missed the
We'll catch you all
fans.
next week. Peace out, home dogs.
Bye.
Later.